I almost feel like a little bit ahead of where we should be talking right here. I almost feel like, am I wrong or no? Is this where we should be?
I believe this is where we're supposed to be. We're live, coming to you
Ladies and
streaming
gentlemen,
on
at this time,
YouTube.com/Gold
please
Rush Pro
rise
Wrestling.
for the singing of the national anthem by the lovely Monique Lecomte.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good, man.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, came through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wrestling fans, your boy KG Kevin Gill, joined by my friend John Cheeseburger Roberts, and this is now the beginning of the show. What a beautiful job on that national anthem. This is Lucky's Pot of Gold.
Hell yeah! We're getting things started hot and fast for you here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So many great action-packed matches still to come here tonight, live from the gold mine here in Pacifica, California.
As our hard camera shows, John, those ominous eyes above that drawbridge door are starting to pulsate. The monster is starting to come alive once again in Pacifica, California. Honored to be broadcasting this outstanding showcase of professional wrestling, not just to the community at large that sold out the gold mine here in Pacifica, California, but to the world, ninjas. There, John, it's about to go down, man. This is traditionally how every Gold Rush show starts. Although, truth be told, traditionally, I'm out there in the ring welcoming everybody, doing a little hosting, hyping everybody up about some stuff. But today, as you can see, that's not part of the show because there's something in the ring, John, and I'm not going in the ring if that's in the ring.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with the casket again. I mean, we saw the casket here in the gold mine once before, but that was thanks to the creepy show Carnival, and well, maybe they have something up their sleeve once again. KG, who knows what's going on here right now? I for sure have no idea what is inside that casket.
If there's one thing we know for certain, it's that John Roberts does not know 100% of what's going on. He's got a solid 58% of it on lockdown. The other 32%, open to speculation.
What I do know is that you can follow things along, follow the action along tonight live as you are right now at youtube.com/Gold Rush Pro Wrestling. You can also join the conversation, be a part of it by going online using the hashtag #FeelTheRush.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Gold Mine. We have a very, very special show tonight for you guys. But first, we'd like to pay our respects to our friend Shamrock. So please join me in welcoming some of Shamrock's closest friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shamrock was vanquished at the hands of the Creepy Show Carnival and thrown into a casket here at the gold mine.
Let the moment be, John.
Well, today, folks, I don't want to start on a sad note, so let's give Shamrock his one and final last chant. Shamrock! 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 Shamrock!
Whoa! What? John Cheeseburger Roberts, I know I'm highly caffeinated, but what am I seeing here?
Well, it looks like a new and improved Shamrock has returned.
Shamrock's been resurrected, and he's got a fresh-ass beard
We're
now.
back!
Shamrock and Lucky reunited again. It feels so good here tonight in the gold mine.
The previously vanquished Shamrock rising like the phoenix from the ashes. Center ring here at the gold mine, and what an unusual, highly supernatural way to begin Lucky's Pot of Gold, John.
Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the gold mine. John
Wow,
Roberts and
ladies and
Kevin Gill
gentlemen,
here
crazy
tonight.
way to start the show. We've got an incredible night for you guys tonight. We've got championship matches. We've got tag team matches. We've got all types of matches that you will definitely love tonight. So how many people are here for some good wrestling action at Lucky's
Well,
Pot
you
of
know what?
Gold?
Everyone's here for wrestling action, John. That's why they're watching the stream. That's why they're liking Gold Rush PW on Facebook as well.
Well, without
and
any
joining
further
the
ado, let's get our first
conversation
contest
at
underway.
Feel the rush. We get set for our first match here tonight. Kevin Gill.
The following
looking
contest
forward to
is
this
scheduled
one.
for one fall and is brought to you by All Industrial Electrical Supply.
Don't you go change it, ladies and gentlemen.
Despite whether or
little
not
communication breakdown
despite
here.
whether or not the prearranged cues are even being looked
Your official for the
but
bout.
I digress.
Senior official, Sparky Ballard.
You can't see us if you're backstage.
Rise from your grave.
Whoa.
Introducing first, making his way to the ring from 6 feet deep, this is Graves!
Well, here comes Graves, a man who has been on a warpath throughout his entire career, destroying everything and anyone in his path, making his way here tonight, Kevin Gill.
Yeah, man. Very aptly named Graves, hailing from 6 feet deep. Where else? He also likes to stuff Graves. Graves with the broken and modern bodies of the wrestlers he's destroyed. He's left a tangled mess of injuries from Arizona to San Jose, brother.
As we await the introduction of his opponent here tonight, this is a man, Graves' opponent.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, weighing 180 pounds, the Angel of Flight, Mike Matthews!
There he is, John. the Angel of Flight, Mike Matthews. I know you guys have a lot in conjunction with each other in terms of Chicago-based sports and other things, but I digress because Mike Matthews has done a lot in his career, John, but he may be facing the toughest challenge he's ever faced in Graves.
Absolutely right. I mean, Matthews, here's a man who holds victories over MTC, Virgil Flynn, just to name a few, but it is a tough task in front of him in Graves, and I'm really looking forward to this one. These two are going to put on one hell of a wrestling match. These two men both have a lot of technical skill. They both have a lot of abilities, are not afraid to go to the mat and grapple to get a victory.
Definitely not, and you know, I'm much more familiar with the work of Matthews as I've been calling matches, a lot of notable matches in his career over the last 18 months, John. Graves to me is a bit more of a wild card, you know. I've seen him making incredible waves with Premier Wrestling down there. I should have just looked at Gallo's shirt, but yes, right down there in San Jose, John LaRocca and company. He's been a major force there, and someone who's captured my attention just in terms of the buzz he's been creating. And the matchmakers here at Gold Rush, very smart to bring him in here, John.
Oh, you see them circling the ring right now, sizing each other up. This is definitely going to be one hell of a wrestling match here tonight between Graves and Matthews. But Graves, just immediately on the attack, KG.
Power, John, pure power. He's going to clip the Angel of Wings
He's going to clip the wings of the Angel of Flight.
Thank you, John. I don't have enough highball energy in my system yet. As you know, we were a little bit late to the building today, so I didn't get to go through my elaborate pre-match rituals. But look at Matthews now just being dominated, John. Now just being choked over that second rope.
Illegal maneuvers aplenty there from Graves thus far. Illegal choking. Now a rake of the back, and you can see the back of Matthews. He's got that specialized sports tape on it, trying to loosen up some of the muscles in his body.
John, I gotta point it out, to me, that's just like putting a giant target on your back. Ooh. But Graves not even, now he's going after that weakened area, but Graves so powerful, man, he could just go after any part of Matthews and seemingly just get the advantage here. He's just toying with him.
Ooh, just sitting down onto the spine of Matthews there. It looks like Graves and the aura about him causing some technical difficulties with our lighting, ladies and gentlemen. Graves, very powerful right now, just going to work on Matthews, stomping at his chest there.
Now just very, very wisely, can't tell if that's a choke or just putting extreme pressure on the neck from this vantage point, John. But I wasn't even aware that Graves had supernatural powers, but it does make sense now that you mention it.
Graves with a knee to the gut, lifting up Matthews.
Just holding him there, John. He can do anything with him from this point. Matthews, though, quick to wriggle out of it, fires in Graves and puts him right down, John.
And now Matthews flying European uppercut connecting. Drop kick on the point. What a drop kick from the Angel of Flight.
Well done. Crowd here always been very much behind the Angel of Flight. Going for a quick cover here. He can't even get the big man over, John.
Matthews.
He says, stay on your stomach then, homie.
He's going to go high rent, high risk.
I'm going to come unleash some high-flying offense. High risk.
Ooh, looking for that double stomp. Nobody home. Here comes Graves. Oh. That lariat clothesline turning him inside out.
Literally, boom. Took the words right out of my mouth, John. You can see those ominous, wait a minute, Graves. I was going to say you could see those impressive Gold Rush Heavyweight Championship belts adorning the walls here of the legendary gold mine in Pacifica, California. Not just a great place to see a show, John, a great place to train. I'm just saying.
Matthews in trouble now as Graves applying pressure to the head and neck region of the Angel of Flight. As you hear this capacity crowd here tonight come to life in support of Mike Matthews.
Matthews now trying to get back to his feet and just get back to a fighting position here, trying to create some distance between himself and Graves. He's got it, John. He's created it, and he gets right in there, coming back with the high-flying offense, but he got caught, John.
Caught by
the power of Graves.
Graves lifted him up to his shoulder. Ooh, and just a slam in the turnbuckle. Oh! Unique offense from Graves.
That's got to be it, John. If Graves quickly capitalizes on that impressive offense, I think he's going to have a quick victory here.
Graves hook of the leg, 2, stacking him up. No, 2 count only.
Intimidation's got to be a factor here. I know Sparky Ballard isn't ruffled by much, but when you got a monster like Graves right in your face, it's got to make you second guess yourself, John.
Graves with a stomp to the sternum of Matthews. And the Angel of Flight in a bad predicament right now as he gets thrown into the turnbuckle. And now Matthews perched up on the top rope. Graves going to the second, and now going all the way up. Could he be thinking top rope Frankensteiner here? Matthews showing there's still some fight left in the Angel of Flight.
Oh, not a place you want to be stuck, John. Very dangerous place for both competitors here. And now Graves tied to that modified tree of woe, if you will, John. Putting incredible pressure on the knee, and now as well on that lower abdominal region.
Matthews putting pressure onto the lower abdominal and groin region.
It's like he's walking a kickball and then walking it dry. Or kicking a kickball.
Oh my God!
The power!
Oh, Matthews landed hard on his tailbone there.
And Graves able to just power on up and through.
5 minutes has elapsed in this contest.
Oh!
5 minutes has elapsed in this contest.
And now Graves.
Got him locked in here, John.
Matthews.
Matthews, sorry, John, desperate to fight out, doing anything here. Very wise use of momentum, but Graves so tenacious. Much like death itself, Graves never gives up.
Graves continuing to apply the pressure, continuing to lock it in, trying to put his opponent under.
This is it for Matthews. It's do or die here, John. If you don't get out of this now, it's over. Every second that passes, John, less and less blood getting to the brain. Whoa!
Oh, but Matthews able to land on his knees and get back to his feet. Graves has no clue. Matthews able to somehow land on his feet. Here comes Graves. Oh, the boot finds its mark.
Matthews now perching up on that rope. Oh! Going for some more high-risk offense, John, but his leg was swept, and you saw the impact of his head on that top turnbuckle. Graves is a beast.
And now Graves, like a shark sensing blood and water, stalking his prey.
This is awesome, John, and we're just getting started.
Just getting started here tonight in Pacifica. So much action still to come, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, damn, that was on? I'm so terribly sorry. All that I thought was under the cough button, but I am choking on my own excitement here, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize to the viewers at home.
Matthews trying to fight his way out right now. Matthews with the fist to the face, trying to use those educated arms and feet. Ducking the clothesline, springboarding out the second. Wow!
Desperation tactics here by Mike Matthews paid off, buying him just a few moments of time, John. But to me, Graves, what an impressive debut so far in Gold Rush Pro Wrestling, and he's taking Matthews to the limit here.
Matthews going to the second rope. Graves sits up ominously, coming flying with that forearm connecting right into the face of Mike Matthews. And now Graves taking the fight to the Angel of Flight.
John Roberts is still a poet, and he did not know it, but Matthews now fighting back on Graves. Graves once again now in familiar territory, but he's hung on that second rope, John, that middle rope, if you will. And he powers up again, but only to catch the double stomp of Matthews.
Double stomp connecting into Graves. Could it be enough?
Crowd wants to see it again, John. I question the smarts in this one, John. He's trying to trash talk him up. Damn.
Matthews connecting once again, unhooking Graves from that proverbial tree of woe.
Trying to unhook Graves from the tree of woe. Graves very smart here, either playing possum or just completely knocked unconscious. He's stuck there, John. The high pressure of those ropes. Trying to unhook him.
Matthews struggling with it, though. Finally getting him out. 1, 2, 3. And Matthews finally gets it done.
The winner of this match by pinfall, Mike Matthews.
Well, Graves wasn't certainly playing possum there, John, because he was just completely tied up in those ropes and apparently completely KTFO'd.
Graves has yet to stir here as Matthews gets the victory here tonight in the gold mine.
Very impressive victory for Matthews, man. But even very, very impressed with the Gold Rush debut of Graves. Graves shoving off referee Sparky Ballard here. But Mike Matthews goes on to fight another day. He's got the winner's share of the purse, and he's on to victory, John.
That's right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. John Roberts and Kevin Gill sitting here at ringside.
Whoa.
Oh, but wait, Graves going right after Matthews. So much action still here to come tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You just saw the debut of Graves here in Pacifica as we're coming to you live and in living color from ringside. John Roberts and Kevin Gill from a sold-out gold mine here in Pacifica, California, KG. So much action still to come.
John, many say the West Coast is the best coast, and tonight is yet another night that we hope to demonstrate to you just why the Gold Mine and Gold Rush Pro Wrestling is one of the most talked about companies in California right now.
Absolutely. Let's go down to the ring. Let's keep the action rolling here tonight. Let's get to our next match because our card is stacked tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely. Double true, John. Double true.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. And is brought to you by Pacifica Auto and U-Haul.
Social media, follow, hey, join the conversation. At OG Kevin Gill, that's me. At Cheeseburger07, at Gold Rush PW. Join the conversation, hashtag Feel the Rush. Cheeseburger, don't die on me now, brother, because we're just getting started. I know Joe Graves and Mike Matthews brought a main event level performance to the opening match of the show, but it's only
Introducing
just
first,
begun.
making his way to ring from Daly City, weighing 150 pounds, he is the golden child of the gold mine, Manny Mars.
We're coming to you live from the Gold Mine. Manny Mars, a student of the APW Boot Camp here in the Gold Mine. This next matchup is a battle of Gold Mine athletes to determine who really is the best in the Gold Mine. Manny Mars claims to be the best, acts like he's the best, walks around with a cocky, arrogant attitude, even here at the Gold Mine during training sessions, KG. And it looks like it's caught up to him a little bit as Ethan White wants to do battle with him to prove who really is the best in the gold mine.
And according to rumors in the back, Manny Mars also gave John Cheeseburger Roberts a swirly 2 shows ago.
That's a matter of debate.
Hey, Pacifica!
Pure speculation.
Hey, Pacifica! Well, how about you guys shut up and let me talk, and you guys can just shut up and let this match begin. Hey. Hey, you know what? Dylan's in Ethan White's corner, right? He's our coach. I see the favoritism going on, and you know what? I think we got another coach that can be added into this match too. So allow me to introduce to you our special guest referee for this contest, Matt Carlos.
Well, Manny Mars not happy with the fact that Ethan White was going to be bringing his brother to ringside. So we've got a special guest referee for this matchup.
What is going on here, John? We all know who that is.
Well, Matt Carlos, who's one of the head trainers here in the gold mine, I guess he's going to be the special guest referee for this match. I guess Manny thinks he's going to be an equalizer in some way, shape, or form.
Could be.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring, being accompanied by the Golden Boy, Dylan Drake, from Eureka, California, weighing 208 pounds, Ethan White!
Here we go, John. Homegrown sensation, I should say. Ethan White, and of course accompanied by the great Dylan Drake, one of San Francisco's greatest wrestlers in the great history of pro wrestling. And this, what started out as simple competition, John, has turned into seemingly a family feud. Blood is thicker than water, but families in wrestling often don't mix, John. Competitors here in the ring. We've got family members at ringside here. I'm seated just a few seats away here from, I see a certain maternal figure over there, John, watching very closely from that front row.
Right. Dylan Drake and Ethan White's mom sitting at ringside. Mama Drake here to cheer on her boys as Ethan White set to do battle with Manny Mars in a battle of boot camp gold miner students.
Homegrown stars trained right here at the gold mine in Pacifica, California. And now, like you said, Manny Mars, we've seen this happen countless times, John. People get a tiny bit of local fame or shine going on, and it goes to their head. Their heads get blown up. They get gassed. And Manny Mars has certainly got a head that would fit on a size body double the size of his current one.
Well, Manny Mars trying to roll out of that predicament. He found himself into the hands of Ethan White. Going to work now with that forearm smash, finds its mark on the chin. Gonna set White for the ride, Irish whip style, counter there by White, sending Mars far across the ring. Oh, and a big shoulder tackle takes down Manny Mars. Ethan White, here we go, into the rope, stepping over. Ducking that leapfrog from Mars. Mars looking for the hip toss. Got caught, got countered, and it's Ethan White with the huge hip toss high up and into the lights, much to the chagrin and applause of his brother, Dylan Drake.
Sorry, John.
Ooh! Manny
Not
Mars.
a smart move, Manny.
With a disrespectful slap to Dylan Drake. And now White.
Mama Drake not happy about that slap at all. Manny Mars now very liberal with the rules here as the referee is distracted. And now, I thought he was about to get in the face of Mama Drake once again. Manny Mars indicating he's going to fly here, John. Wow. Innovative offense.
Manny Mars rolling his way back into the ring with that rolling senton. Showing some of the skill that he learned here at the gold mine. Oh, look at that flying forearm smash. Countered and caught.
Oh, nice bulldog. Camera work doesn't miss a shot here, John. Quick cover, 2-0.
Referee Matt Carlos right there to make the count. 2 count only as White with a forearm shot to Mars.
What a unique atmosphere for a show, John. The feeling inside the gold mine is like no other. And the electricity from the fans, man, they love pro wrestling here in Pacifica. But I don't think our boy enjoyed that drop kick to his back, John.
Absolutely not. Turned somewhat inside out with that drop kick, and now Mars connects with that running forearm he tried to hit earlier. Setting up White once again. Oh, and a drop kick into the chest.
Almost able to stand on his chest for a second with that drop kick, John. Manny Mars is a master of concentrating his weight. He's able to make his smaller body weight mean the most. You saw it before with that inverted flip into the ring. You saw it right there with that drop kick. He makes the most of every impact.
And now White turning the tables, but Mars with a rake of the eyes right in front of the referee, being admonished for doing it, and now stomping a mud hole, trying to walk it dry, but the referee not allowing it.
The referee, oh, wow. Wow, just washing his face with the bottom of that boot. Very dirty play here by Manny Mars. Those aren't the tactics he learned from Dylan Drake at the gold mine. Just saying.
Mars continuing the onslaught.
But does it give Ethan White an advantage, John, to have his family at ringside?
I think it does. You know, you have a hometown crowd, hometown support to really boost your morale, boost your esteem, and keep that positive energy flowing through you. Versus when you have a hostile crowd.
Oh, here we go, John.
Oh, wait, hold on.
But I get what you're saying. Oh, wow. Huge clothesline. But I'm just saying from the point of view of the numbers game. You know what I mean? You got your brother in your corner. Your mom's in the front row. You know, we may not like Manny Mars. Manny Mars, to my knowledge, is here alone.
Well, he did try to tip the scales with a special guest referee that only he knew about, and that's a pretty big tip of the scale right there.
And that's very true, but let's be honest. To be honest, Matt Carlos calling this so down the middle, he's doing the best job of a referee because the best referee remains invisible. And right now, Carlos is invisible as he is completely neutral, John. He is wrestling's tofu.
White ducking the clothesline, then hitting one of his own. And now a back elbow from White.
I know you were blown away by my clever wordplay, but I digress because Ethan White's got him up. No, Manny Mars out the back door. Look at that, uses the hair, John, another shortcut. It's one thing to pull a man's hair. It's another thing to pull his hair in front of his mother.
Manny Mars into the ropes, gaining ahead, a steep drop in the knee right into the jaw of White. Now hooking him up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, very close to a 3 count there for Manny Mars.
5 minutes has elapsed in this contest.
Ethan White now firing away. Wait, trying to put some sauce on it. Manny Mars tries to duck out. Ethan White thinking on the fly, turns it into a package plex, John. Plants him right there in the center, 2 and no.
2 count only. White, you got to think he's wondering right now, what's it going to take to put Manny Mars away as he tries to will this Pacifica crowd behind him, trying to get those red blood cells flowing. As he throws a forearm into the face of Manny Mars, setting him for the ride. Mars hard into that turnbuckle. Here comes White, gonna follow him in. Thinking monkey flip, got caught and countered.
He got caught, and then Manny Mars using those ropes for leverage, John. I'm not sure if you can pick it up on camera, but
we saw it on
Drake
camera.
equalized it.
Absolutely.
Dylan Drake removing the feet of Manny Mars from the rope. You know what? He's maybe doing the job that the referee should be, John. But I'm not taking a shot at Matt Carlos because Matt Carlos has been by the book here.
Wait a minute. Oh! Manny Mars got caught and countered. Looked like he was going to try to put Ethan White away behind the referee's back.
And now just stalking him, Ethan White. Wait a minute. Manny Mars is acting like he was kicked beneath the belt here. No, come on, Matt Carlos. You can't make a ruling on circumstantial evidence in professional wrestling. Are you kidding me, brother?
And the bell sounds.
What a miscarriage of justice. What is this? Dylan Drake rightfully upset, John. I'm sorry. Dylan Drake is like I am right now. Rightfully upset. What part of the game is this? Maybe if Matt Carlos was a more experienced official and not just being a guest official for tonight, we wouldn't have a controversial ruling like
the winner of this match by disqualification, Manny Mars.
Well, Matt Carlos was a seasoned official for a long time, but he's been out of the officiating game for, close to 10 years now.
Here we go. Well, because he's a top-flight professional wrestler, but now he's a wrestler in a referee shirt fighting with Dylan Drake in the middle of a Gold Rush ring. We got chaos here, John. This is a Pier 6 brawl in Pacifica.
Dylan Drake ripping off that wet cast, still suffering the effects of a broken hand. Wanting to go after Matt Carlos.
Wow, a lot of tension here, man. This is because it's like a family feud, John. There's a lot of bad blood here. Seemingly Matt Carlos is kind of siding with Manny Mars here. Manny Mars, not a straight shooter, John. Lot of tension here. I know Dylan Drake's been a little bit frustrated to be on the shelf with that hand injury. Here we go. I think he's about ready to come back here, John, because he's got no problem rocking the nugget of Matt Carlos repeatedly with those closed fists.
And now here goes Carlos.
Out of control, John. Out of control.
Matt Carlos going after Dylan Drake. Drake not backing down the Golden Boy.
No, Dylan Drake never backs down, John. That's why he's one of my favorites. That's why he's such a standout star here in Pacifica. You can't call a low blow you didn't see, man.
Manny Mars with some chicanery and trickery getting a victory here tonight in the gold mine.
Unbelievable. I'd like to think that Matt Carlos is the caliber human being, John, that when he sees the video replay of this, he's going to apologize. He's going to apologize to Dylan Drake. He's going to apologize to Ethan White. And he's going to apologize to all the Gold Rush fans watching around the world.
Well, Ethan White not able to get the victory here tonight in the gold mine.
How could he?
How could he? He had the deck stacked against him. You're absolutely right, my friend. It's a shame.
It's an absolute shame, and it's a complete miscarriage of justice. A complete miscarriage of justice. I'm really at a loss, you know, but seeing the heat, the animosity between Dylan Drake and Matt Carlos, and when you add it into the already turbulent stew that involves Ethan White and Manny Mars, I feel like there's going to be another big fight in the future involving those
Ladies and
folks,
gentlemen, the
John.
following contest is brought to you by Florey's Book Company. And your official for this bout, referee ODB.
Well, I'm really excited for this match, KG. Will Roberts, the winner of the 2015 Young Lions Cup, gonna do battle here tonight. This man has been going around. He has made it his mission to take on every single Young Lions Cup winner.
Making his way to ring from Antioch at 160 pounds. He is the 2015 APW Young Lions Cup winner, the real deal, Will Roberts.
Will Roberts is the real deal, John, and I'm very impressed with what he's been doing with this Young Lions Cup. Not just content to win it, but he's going around essentially defending it. He's putting it on the line in all these matches. What a hell of an athlete, John.
Absolutely, he has been a true champion's champion. You know, the Young Lions Cup, as you said, it's not really a title that you go and defend, but he has been defending the honor, if you will, of being the Young Lions Cup. Young Lions Cup winner. He is so proud of the fact that he was the winner this past year, 2015, right here at the gold mine.
And he's so proud of it, he's been going around challenging or accepting challenges from former Lions Cup winners.
That's right.
It's a virtual who's who of the people who've won that esteemed cup over the years, John. They've all come out of the woodwork or out of the top of the card to get a shot at that prestige again, to get that rub, John, of that fabled Young Lions Cup.
Well, and tonight he's set to do battle with Dan Danielson, the 2009 Young Lions Cup winner.
I'm excited to see the return of Dan Danielson, John. I know that he was in training for a comeback, but I have not seen him yet today. I wanted to go over a few things with him.
It's been quite some time since we've seen him in a professional wrestling ring.
And he's just a great guy and a great, outstanding athlete. So I was, you know what I mean? But as you said, we arrived, or as I said, we arrived a little late today, so I didn't get to say hello to everybody like I normally like to.
Where is Dan Danielson?
Perhaps he's waiting for the break or the mosh part in his song to enter.
Well, usually at this point, he's already made his entrance. I'm not... Will Roberts calling for Danielson. And the match is officially underway?
I didn't hear the bell ring.
Well, it looks like maybe this would be a forfeiture count out for not showing up to the matchup.
I mean, it's really academic at this point, John. The man clearly is either incapacitated. Wait a minute. Perhaps it was a production issue. I apologize to the viewers at home. This is Live Without a Net. This is your boy KG and John Roberts. All Pro Wrestling. Oh, my bad. All Pro Wrestling is a friend of ours. Gold Rush Pro Wrestling is
Whoa.
Wait a minute. What?
It's Corvis.
What is Corvis doing in a Gold Rush Pro Wrestling ring?
The 2010 Young Lions Cup winner,
Whoa.
Corvis.
Wow. Very ominous. Corvis seemingly embracing even a darker philosophy than he had embraced the last time I had seen him, John.
Oh, Will. Oh, Will. You see, you thought you were getting Dan Danielson, and I made sure that Dan Danielson couldn't be here tonight. You see, I'm not a very patient man, and I've been watching you, Will. Oh, you're good. You're good. And I don't want to wait to see who's better.
These people are also here, John, just for the record. Sold out. Whoa.
Wow! Will Roberts accepting the challenge from Corvis and saying, you know what, let's not wait, let's do it now.
My way, not your way, not for these people. My way.
So it looks like we're still gonna have a match after all?
Well, not from the Corvis isn't walking in the direction of having a match here, John. What? This is all mind games.
Corvis walking past our commentary position and going to the back.
I don't know what's going on here, John. Shout out to our boy Zach Monday on Twitter. He's enjoying the show and he's hashtag feel the rush, John. I was going to say he's feeling the rush, but
Will
it's
Roberts,
hashtag,
oh, wait a minute.
Corvis now wants to fight now that Roberts' back is turned, John. Roberts firing up.
Oh! Corvis with that big boot finds its mark.
And now Corvis just pulling at the hair as the entranceway behind us falls down, but no one can see that. So I'm going to keep calling the match. Holy mackerel. Whoa, he's got Roberts up. Got him up, very dangerous position to be. Drops him right on his neck, John Roberts, in the center of that ring. What's this all about, Corvis? Corvis arranged it for Dan Danielson not to be here so we could walk away from a match so we could then attack Will Roberts but when his back is turned, John? Disgusting.
And now Corvis, oh my God, he's got handcuffs. Corvis with evil intentions on his mind. Just handcuffing Will Roberts to the bottom rope. And now pulling out a chain, an instrument of destruction.
John, I'm at a loss for words here. You know, that Young Lions Cup means so much to Will Roberts. You know, it's something that it's made his career to win it, and it's part of his day-to-day life. It's sitting in the front of his car, in the front seat with the seatbelt on, to drive through the high-occupancy vehicle lane. It's something that means the world to him, and here's Corvis interrupting this, what should be an honorable wrestling contest, John. Now, Corvis has no right to put his hands on that cup, John. It's not his.
And Roberts beside himself trying to get out from those handcuffs, trying to get away from that bottom rope to get his hands on Corvis and get his hands back on his Young Lions Cup trophy.
What? How disrespectful, John. How are you going to disrespect the Young Lions Cup? No. Referee calling for help, John. Just yelling for help to the back. We got some more referees out here, and thankfully Corvis runs away from 3 referees apparently.
Well, Corvis had that crowbar in his hand, maybe deciding now is not.
Well, I think it's all mind games. Well said, John. It's all mind games for Corvis. This wasn't about having a match with Will Roberts or beating Will Roberts tonight. It's about mind games.
It's about sending a message to Will Roberts, and Roberts, you can see the effects of it. They worked for Corvis. The message has been sent. I will face you, Will Roberts. a former Young Lions Cup winner, will face you in this new challenge you have, but you're going to do it on my terms. You're going to play my games, and that's exactly what Corvis wants.
Well, I guess, and now Corvis upping the ante, so to speak, making it so how is Will Roberts going to not have a match with him following this? And thankfully, the Young Lions Cup being restored, some dignity restored to it. Will Roberts furious. Will Roberts wants this fight to continue, and this is what you touched on, John. It's mind games. It's getting in the head of Will Roberts. It's going to make Will Roberts second-guess himself later on when they finally do get in the ring, John, down the line, down the road, because Corvis, I know, isn't just out here for talking. I know Corvis ultimately wants to get a shot. He doesn't just want a shot at the cup. He wants the cup, John. He wants to destroy Will Roberts.
Yeah, there you go. I'm pretty sure he wants to end the career of Will Roberts.
I think Will Roberts reminds Corvis a lot of Corvis when Corvis was a younger man. And Will Roberts is someone whose future is a wide open book yet to be written. And Corvis has already, many say, has seen the best of his best days already. KG and John Roberts here at the Gold Mine. We are in between matches. We're still, John, we're still safe to say in the just getting started. Many more great matches coming up, and why don't we throw it down to ringside?
That's right. Let's send it down to ringside. We'll get started with our next matchup here tonight. It's time for Lucky's Pot of Gold match, baby. That's right. John Roberts and Kevin Gill here to call the action. Hey, look, we've got Gold Rush Pro Wrestling Thunder Sticks. That's right.
My
Make some noise with them.
My Thunder reigns supreme. Notorious. I'll crush you like a jelly bean.
That's right. Make sure you get these at the next Gold Rush Pro Wrestling show.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Lucius Delight having some difficulty with his
the
microphone.
following contest is brought to you by All Cars Automotive. And is a Lucky's Pot of Gold match. The objective of this match, as you see around each of the four corners, there is a Lucky's Pot of Gold. Within each pot, there is a horseshoe that is a different color, which represents a championship opportunity. The bucket that has the crimson horseshoe, whoever obtains that will receive a Dynamite Division Championship match. There are also two buckets that have silver horseshoes. Whoever obtains those will receive a Tag Team Championship match. And there's a gold horseshoe, which will result in a Heavyweight Championship match.
Very unique match, only from the minds of the Gold Mine, John.
Introducing first, making his way to the ring, being accompanied by lawyer Donovan Troy from Sin City, Nevada, weighing 234 and a quarter pound, wrestling personified, Rick Luxury.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready for this unique matchup. As you heard the official introductions of it from Lucius Delight, there are 4 pots of gold suspended above the ring here tonight. 2 on 2 corner poles and 2 high from the rafters above the ring here in the Gold Mine. The message of the message of the match is simple, ladies and gentlemen.
Is it though?
Simple enough for me to say, right? There are 4 pots of gold hung above the ring. 2 contain silver horseshoes. The 2 men who pull those down are going to have a tag team match at some point for the tag team titles. The man who pulls down the golden horseshoe gets a shot at the heavyweight championship. And the man who pulls down the red horseshoe.
And there's 2 of those red horseshoes,
No,
by
there's
the
2
way.
silver horseshoes, 1 red horseshoe. They get a shot at the Dynamite Division championship.
Right you are, John. I transcribed my notes poorly. I apologize.
And from
You have
Union
notes?
City, weighing 187 pounds, out of control, Matt Carlos.
Matt Carlos now back to being out of control and being one of the most standout performers in Gold Rush Pro Wrestling, despite, in my opinion, what was some questionable referee tactics earlier. And as Matt Carlos makes his entrance here, I misspoke earlier. I just want to clarify my comments. On the notes you prepared earlier, and I refused to use.
Oh, that I prepared earlier.
You made a transcription error.
Oh, so now it's me.
The number of horseshoes. But we can talk about that in our post-show production meeting at the Executive Gold Rush Suites, because right now it's out of control time as Matt Carlos is back in a Gold Rush ring tonight, John. Very, very exciting.
Well, this crowd not very happy with Matt Carlos, this new arrogant attitude we've seen from the newly rechristened out of control Matt Carlos.
Crowd now on the edge of their seats, John.
That's right, 4 more competitors still waiting to be introduced into this matchup.
Coming from the Kingdom of Ready,
whoa,
weighing 200 pounds, J.J. King.
J.J. King, one of the most demented minds in the wrestling game, bar none. The man is like a social psychopath, man. And to see him and the trail he's blazed in wrestling throughout the West Coast, man, I'm very excited to see what he brings to this match, John. Looking at that hashtag Feel the Rush stream, our friend Ryan Eder out there. He's Ryan Eder ICG on Twitter. He's enjoying the show and the commentary, John. So we say much love to you, Ryan. Is it
big shout out to big shout out to Ryan Eder.
Ryan Eder, I said it right. Whoop, whoop. You know, the thing is, John, too, just to reaffirm this if I can, as people pull down those pots of gold, they're then out of the match. The match continues with the remaining pots of gold and the remaining competitors.
And from El Capital de El Salvador, weighing 200 pounds, El Mero, this is Kakamang!
Kakamang, John, Kakamang. The whole world's talking about Kakamang.
Kakamang making his way to ringside.
The other day I said to him, I said, Kakamang, man. I just said that, and that's how I set it up. It's just Kakamang, man, comma, and then I go on with whatever I was going to say. Man, they love Kakamang all over the East Bay, all over San Francisco, all over Pacifica, San Jose, Sacramento. I could go on and on and on.
And with a rose for Mama Drake there.
And from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing 215 pounds, Mr. Primetime, MPT.
MPT all the way in from one of my favorite cities, John, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
MPT, a man who has been synonymous with the Dynamite division, a man who's been trying to lay claim to that Dynamite division title. Maybe, hopefully, here tonight he'll have a chance to get his hands on that red horseshoe and maybe get an opportunity at the Dynamite Division Championship.
And Lucky's Choice.
Well, I think that was an obvious one.
Yeah, I mean, if Lucky's going to choose, who else would Lucky choose but the recently unvanquished Shamrock? For a lot of people, John, vanquishment is permanent. There's 2 things you can count on in life: vanquishing and taxes. It happens to everybody no matter what. But then somehow, through this mysterious transformation that, again, I must say, includes a completely full red beard and sideburns that were not present prior to the vanquishment. But here we go, John, and it's off to the races. People going for the gold from Jump Street. Kakamang was looking for a tag for a moment, John.
Everyone just going right after it. You saw Rick Luxury going up high, going to try and grab that one pot. You can see him, ladies and gentlemen, at the top of your screen, going all the way across left to right. 4 pots of gold suspended from the rafters and from the ring poles.
And again, as I said, John, what's very interesting to note is You don't know what's in each bucket until you pull it down. Once you pull it down, you claim your prize, so to speak.
Well, here we
but
go.
then you're out. You're out of the match, and the match continues.
JJ King trying to go up to that near side.
6 men, 4 horseshoes, John. Do the math.
That's right. 2 men are not going to be happy at the end of tonight. But 4 men will leave with an opportunity to go after gold here in Pacifica.
Unhappy men at a wrestling show? But I digress. Kakameng with a huge back body drop
to JJ King, and now Shamrock and Luxury in the corner. Oh! Vertical superplex from Luxury.
Luxury and Shamrock have quite the storied history, John. Quite the hatred burns between those two.
You said it, my friend, absolutely. You see Primetime going after Luxury now, and Kakameng dancing his way through JJ King.
And doing that kind of violent dancing, like dancing on people's throats. That's Kakameng's specialty. The El Salvadorian sensation, Kakameng. John Cheeseburger Roberts has stepped away for a moment, but I'm going to keep it held down here. Shamrock trying to get that pot of gold. Meanwhile, across town, it's hard to even call this, guys. There's so many things happening at once. Carlos up top, but in trouble. Shamrock down. MPT, wow, deadly precision, landing right on that shoulder of Rick Luxury. MPT with that huge elbow as Carlos also drops an elbow on the face of Shamrock.
And now MPT going after King. And Carlos going up to the second rope to the top rope. Shamrock, so much action going on, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you're enjoying this matchup. The commentary might not be the greatest on this one, as there's so much action to call right now, KG.
100%, John, and hats off to the Gold Rush, Gold Mine production crew, man. This is look at this, man. This is pay-per-view quality for how much again, John? Oh, that's right.
Free.
Breaking down here, Luxury standing on that second rope so he can, the better to kick MPT in the face.
That's right.
That's a ring general right there.
And there's 2 that have a lot of history up and down the California coast over the last 10 or 15 years.
Oh, Luxury's got his hand on that pot of gold. He can feel the luck coursing through his body, John.
So far, all 4 pots of gold still suspended from the rafters. You can hear Lucky cheering on Shamrock as MPT comes in with a leg lariat. Oh, and a drop kick in the corner from Shamrock.
Shamrock's slow to get up here, John. You know, I don't know if being vanquished took a lot out of him, or if the regeneration process burns a lot of calories, or if it gets you blown up, or if the beard is affecting his aerodynamics.
Whoa! MPT lifted high into the lights and dropped hard on his back by Luxury. And now here goes King with a back senton.
Luxury taking his time to get up there to get closer to that pot of gold. Trying to get it, but no, he's caught by 2 men, Kakameng and JJ King.
Meanwhile, on the near side, you see Carlos and Shamrock battling. Carlos now trying to take him over. Oh, with a sunset flip powerbomb. Meanwhile, on the far side, Donovan Troy trying to get involved against JJ King.
JJ King just bounced his head off that top turnbuckle like a basketball, and Kakameng, oh, thought Kakameng got it, but again, MPT in to break it up.
Ooh. And a fist finds its mark on the top of the head of Kakameng. Carlos set for the ride by Luxury. Drop toe hold in the center of the ring.
Very unique match, very unique stipulations. These people are fighting for more than money, more than glory. They're fighting for shots at the richest prizes in Gold Rush Pro Wrestling. The Heavyweight Championship, the Dynamite Division Championship, and the Tag Team Championships, John. Don't scream when I'm plugging.
Well, speaking of tag teams, you saw a quick alliance form there between King and Luxury as it looked like a double team curb stomp there.
I also just saw MPT plan a beautiful dropkick on the face of Rick Luxury. John, any alliance in this match will be short-lived, because at the end of the day, as you get those pots of gold, you head out the door, the match continues. So even an alliance formed is going to end up with one of the men gone.
Well, let's think about this, though. At the end of the night, we are going to have to see one alliance form, because the 2 men who pull down the silver horseshoes will have to team up to go after the tag team title.
And that's going to be amazing. So it's very much luck of the draw. Chaos here. MPT just dropping King on his throat across the top rope, and now he's asking for room here so we can throw him into the steel guardrail. Oh, cameras didn't pick it up, but you could hear King hitting that steel guardrail. Lucky looking on. MPT off the apron.
Oh!
Oh my God.
And now Carlos looking for a Boston Crab. No, a Lion Tamer there on Luxury. Matt Carlos with the Lion Tamer, but there's no submissions in this matchup, just trying to wear him down.
It's smart though, yeah, it'll affect his ability to climb those ropes, which is what it's all about here. Kakaming there cutting off MPT. Lucky the Leprechaun looking on, great anxiousness coursing through his young body, John.
Well, and think about this, right? You have to climb up the top ropes to get the two suspended on the poles on the ropes, but the two above the center of the ring on the rafters, you've got to pull out a ladder. I'm surprised no one has tried to go for those yet. Maybe they're waiting. Maybe there's a little strategy involved,
Yeah,
KG?
maybe clear out the traffic, but hold on, Matt Carlos about to get out of control again. Suicide dive. Did he go in the front row? No, oh my God, John, chaos here. Kakaming.
Kakamang firing up, getting this crowd excited here in Pacifica. Mang, springboard to the second row.
Oh,
very
genius,
smart.
Genius, Kakaming. Greatest move in wrestling of the entire year. Kakaming is a genius.
Kakamang pulling down the pot of gold and then going flying. Let's see what he's got.
What did he get, John? What did he get? Kakaming, my new favorite wrestler. What color is it, John?
Kakamang celebrating. Let's see which one it is.
Kakaming not showing his horseshoe.
Well, not sure which one Kaka's got. Oh!
Let's not call him Kaka. I prefer to call him Kakaming. Kakaming just won one of those pots of gold, but we don't know which one, John.
We're trying to find out. Oh, Matt Carlos at the mat liner.
I'm bamboozled and hornswoggled.
Oh!
Nice.
Shamrock taking down Matt Carlos. Oh, what a big boot there from King.
MPT now starting to take control here, John. One of the most explosive and seasoned stars in gold. Here we go. MPT has got a pot of gold and will be heading out of this match. But before he goes, John,
Frog splash connecting on King from MPT.
High impact, and King is going to be feeling that tomorrow. Super kick in your face, Rick Luxury. MPT not just content to win, but he wants to send a few messages.
Let's see what's he got. MPT.
Well, not for us to know, apparently, John. File that under none of your beeswax. None of your beeswax, baby. No need to pay any attention to what color.
Well, it looks like Carlos just realized that the two missing pots of gold are the two suspended from the ring poles, and here we go.
And I think the reason no one got these earlier, John, is pure straight wrestling, man. Why not get the easiest ones to get first? The low-hanging fruit is always picked first. Now it's even more deadly and more dangerous because you got to have a ladder, baby. Now you got plunder.
The ladder's coming into play. Luxury springboard, moonsault! Nobody home. Carlos. Oh, Matt Carlos with the Union landing on Luxury. Springboard drop kick. Oh, Carlos ate the rope with his knees. Excuse me, ate the ladder with his knees.
John Roberts so excited he's choking on his own verbal vomit here. Whoa! Shamrock caught him with that jawbreaker, just like that, putting a period at the end of Matt Carlos' sentence, John. And now Lucky the Leprechaun, the only competitor in that ring, endorsed by Lucky the Leprechaun, is setting up the ladder and trying to bring home the gold. And who knows, being a leprechaun, he could probably tell which one is which.
Shamrock gets a taste of that ladder in the spine at the hands of Rick Luxury. And now Carlos and Luxury, the two with the ladders, positioning them on opposite ends of the ring.
The 10 minutes have ticked by like seconds, John. Carlos winded, damaged. Setting up that ladder. Look, he's trying to Kofi Kingston that ladder over to the pot of gold. Oh no, JJ King just dumped him back onto that turnbuckle, John. And King almost caught the ladder on the rebound, but he's too smart for that. 2 ladders, no waiting, John. Luxury trying to form some kind of partnership here with King.
Well, King's idea, let's get rid of these 2, and then we'll climb the ladders and we'll go up for those 2 pots ourselves. Luxury being chivalrous here. Luxury gonna hold the ladder.
I'm gonna hold the ladder for you, brother. That's some good brother tactics right there. Oh, Luxury.
You can't trust wrestling personified even for a moment.
You knew Rick Luxury was a scorpion the moment you allowed him to hold the ladder for you. But now though, Shamrock's climbing that ladder, John. Luxury thinks he's got no competition. Matt Carlos up on that ladder getting punched. Oh man, that's a long way to fall, John.
And King on the far side going up after. Oh!
Shamrock with the headbutt. Here we go, John. The final 2 pots of gold about to come down. The Leprechaun and Luxury. It's so weird to even see them next to each other on these ladders, John. Having some trouble disconnecting those pots of gold, it looks like.
It looks like Shamrock's got one, Luxury's got the other. Carlos was trying to come up there, but in the end.
Yeah, did Luxury get the
Let's
world
see what
title?
they got. Wait a minute. Luxury's got a tag team one. What Shamrock got?
Silver is for the tag team title, so Rick Luxury is going to be one half of a team
With Shamrock!
What? A case of Parejas Incredibles at the gold mine, dude. I can't believe it. How could this be? They're getting a shot at the titles together? You know who the champions are,
Cut
right,
this
John?
music now! Stop dancing! This isn't fun. This isn't games. I can't stand you, and I hate your guts. Listen, hey, we're gonna cash these in when the time is right, when the champions are at their lowest point. We're gonna walk in and we're gonna beat them.
Hey, everybody, guess what? We're casting it in. Now we can match with the tag team champions.
Cashing it in now?
Wait, what? Well, it was a Lucky's Pot of Gold match. It was a match of Lucky's creation, having those 4 championship opportunities up above the ring. And it looks like Lucky's the one calling the shots right here, not Rick Luxury and his lawyer.
Ladies and gentlemen, per Lucky the Leprechaun, Shamrock and Rick Luxury are cashing in their Gold Rush Tag Team Championship opportunity right now.
John, I gotta be honest with you. I'm a huge fan of the Leprechaun. I'm
Making
a
their
huge
way
fan
to the
of Lucky,
ring from
but I
Smokeland
question
at a
the
combined weight of
smarts of this
550
decision
pounds.
after what
They're
they've
your
been
current
through
reigning
and the fact that
and
these
defending
Leprechauns just come back, John,
champions,
to step
the
right in there with the Suburban Commandos. Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? These guys just had a match, John, and it wasn't any match. It was a pot of gold match. One of the most grueling matches in Gold Rush Pro Wrestling. And now you're going to step in there with these 2 monsters, these 2 behemoths, twin brothers, brothers of the same mother, John.
Well, Donovan Troy beside himself, as is, of course, wrestling personified Rick Luxury, who looks like he's going to have to wrestle once again here tonight. But the match is official. The senior officials in the ring. The tag team champions are out here with their belts. I guess we're going to have a tag team championship match. Lucky volunteering Shamrock and Luxury to to challenge the Suburban Commandos here tonight for the tag team titles.
I've always felt like Lucky's like a go-with-the-flow kind of guy. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's the strategist, John. I really question this strategy with every ounce of my fiber, John. All my fibers. All of them. Suburban Commandos. Oh, Suburban Commandos trying to go after some of these young fans at ringside, John. Suburban Commandos, one of the most decorated teams in California. And they're a unit, John. There's no dissension in their ranks. There's no weakness in their armor. But they're in there against two guys who were mortal enemies who just wrestled in a very grueling match that involved ladders. Whoa. Caught him, John. Just caught the leprechaun like that.
Shamrock in trouble here as one half of the tag team champions going to work on Shamrock, but Shamrock dancing a jig out of the way.
There you get a good look at one half of the Gold Rush Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
Whoa.
Kayfabe on the Liz Angry. Wait a minute. Luxury there, already not there for his partner. You would think Luxury would want one half of the gold, but he's leaving Shamrock, my man Shamrock out to dry, despite the fact that he has that fresh red beard.
Shamrock taking a shot to the face there at the hands of T-Rent. Oh!
Ooh, T-Rent caught that drop kick right across the shoulders, but look, he caught himself on the ropes on the way out. Very smart presence of mind. No strangers to the ring. Are these guys taking a walk now, John? Suburban Commandos, they are the champs. You know what? You have to beat them, John. They don't have to beat you. And now they're back in the ring together. Luxury still not in the ring. Shamrock ducks that clothesline, trying to fire back. Look, he could barely even rock the nugget, like half a nugget rock on each one of those shots. Shamrock's outnumbered and outgunned here, John Roberts. What? Shamrock bouncing the two Commandos off each other, and now Luxury wants a tag.
Luxury telling Shamrock to get out of the ring, and oh, he got caught. Luxury caught into a double team maneuver.
God. Not a very impressive showing for Luxury. Folded him up like an accordion inside of a cheap house of cards.
And the tag team champions showing why they are indeed that D unit in the ring now against Luxury. Setting him for the ride, Irish whip across the ring. Luxury, oh!
Nobody throws a clothesline like D unit.
Hook of the leg, 1, 2. 2 count only in this tag team title contest.
Couldn't get him, and now suddenly Luxury's back in the fight, John.
That's right. For those of you just joining us, my name is John Roberts, joined by Kevin Gill. Welcome to Gold Rush Pro Wrestling presents Lucky's Pot of Gold here tonight on youtube.com/Gold Rush Pro Wrestling. Coming to you live from the gold mine here in Pacifica. We've got a tag team title contest in the ring for you right now as the unlikely duo of Rick Luxury and Shamrock doing battle against the Suburban Commandos.
Whoa, look at this tandem offense, John. Very impressive, very crisp, very quick. Of course, give us a like on Facebook at Gold Rush Pro Wrestling. Quick cover there. Champions almost retained. Very, very feeble offense by Shamrock. I got to call it like I see it, John. That's not even gonna knock him off the Suburban Commandos back. Oh God!
Dear God Almighty!
3/4 of the way across the ring. They might have killed him, John. My bad. They might have just vanquished him again.
And now looks like the twins, the Suburban Commandos, going for that wheelbarrow plex. That double team maneuver we've seen.
Think about it, John. Shamrock has been MIA for a long time. He was completely vanquished. Suddenly he returns. Shamrock out of the box, so to speak. It goes down, and now you got Donovan Troy in a ring. Why? Things that should never happen. Donovan Troy on pay-per-view, internet, live stream, in a Gold Rush ring. Get him, Sparky.
Donovan Troy assaulting the senior official. We saw Sparky Ballard get his job back by defeating Rick Luxury in a match the last time we were here.
Sparky's really letting the rage, like he's gone to the dark side completely. Now whipping Donovan Troy's butt in the parking lot. And now you got the Suburban Commandos in there alone with Lucky, John.
With Lucky, Shamrock down, and no official, no one to keep order, KG. Oh my God. No, come on. Wait a minute.
Oh, wait, that could only mean one thing, John. Way better than a referee. It's my man J.R. Kratos here to regulate.
The Gold Rush Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion taking the fight to the Suburban Commandos, but the Commandos gaining an upper hand right now. Wow! J.R. Kratos with a big boot.
Huge spear, John. Totally almost took him out of his boots, and now it's a one-on-one affair.
Pacifica's own J.R. Kratos taking it to the Suburban Commandos. D-Unit right now, trying to take him down. Oh!
J.R. Kratos so explosive. It's amazing. He could be reading books to children yesterday and then dropping fools in the ring. Getting him up here for a huge choke slam, John. Whoa!
That sit-out choke slam from Kratos to T-Rent.
Wait a minute. Shamrock perched up high, way up high. He's got a long way to fly.
Shamrock with the big splash. Hook of the leg. 1, 2.
Wait, we got El Sparco?
What? The winners of this match and new tag team champions, the team of Shamrock and Rig Luxury.
We've got new tag team champions here tonight at the Gold Mine. Are you kidding me?
History has been made in a most unusual way. Two mortal enemies. A man I never thought I would see again, and I never imagined him having such a luxurious and fabulous red beard, John. It's amazing. Truly amazing. Full-blown beard. I love the sideburns. I love the bald head. But I digress, because you know who's not happy about it? Here we see, let's stay on the celebration. This is magic, John. This is absolutely magic.
Well, tonight we open the festivities with with Shamrock returning along with Lucky.
Why doesn't Rig Luxury have a belt right now to celebrate?
Wait a minute. El Sparco fist-bombed in the center of the ring.
An homage to the great DJ Riz. Rest in peace. Gone but never forgotten. Ethan White now in there. He may be biting off more than he can chew in there. Oh, wait a minute. This poor young ring crew guy. Whoa. He just earned his hot dog. Ethan White very wisely bringing up. Kids are here. His mom's here. But I don't think the Commandos really give a damn about your mama, bro. Putting him up and putting him down.
And wait a minute, Matthews now, the locker room starting to empty.
I wish they would all come out at once. That's the only way they'd stand a chance.
And now the Commandos,
oh my God. They almost touched the ceiling on that one. Matthews way up high.
These poor security guards and ring attendants, oh my goodness.
Oh no, they caught him, John, they caught him. Right on that injured back. Who could stop the Suburban Commandos? Taking their belts away has only made them more angry, more devastating, more dangerous. More dangerous, John. More dangerous.
Well, the fact of the matter remains, ladies and gentlemen, we have new tag team champions in Shamrock and Rig Luxury, all thanks to Lucky and the Lucky's Pot of Gold match, and Lucky saying, let's cash him in here tonight, right now.
How did Lucky know?
I guess the kid's got more luck than we are aware of.
And I apologize, because earlier I said that Lucky was known for his boyish enthusiasm, but perhaps not for his for being a strategist. I take that back, because his strategy completely worked. Even when teamed up with his own mortal enemy, Ricky Luxury, Shamrock and Luxury able to take the gold, unprecedented for the first time, John. But the Commandos sent a very strong message. Even in losing, they are not to be taken lightly.
That's right. New tag team champions crowned here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, at the Gold Mine. So much action still to come later on in our main event. The Gold Rush Pro Heavyweight Championship is going to be on the line. That is still to come here tonight. But folks, right now watching at home, we're going to take a few moments. We're going to step away. But when we come back, we've got Lady Luck Division tag team match coming up next.
You said it, brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, lend me your eyes, for you are about to wondrous delights.
And some of your favorite Gold Rush superstars in our autograph signing area. We can buy merchandise and visit our concession stands. We'll be back shortly.
First, you will see a man that can produce poisonous mist that can instantly blind giants. But that's not all. You'll also see another man that can endure endless pain, never letting the permanent smile smear from his face. Some may even say that he is a freak. If you step right up, we'll knock you down. We are the Creepy Show Carnival. Welcome to the show.
Introducing first, led to the ring by Doc Atrocity and the Creepy Show Carnival at a combined weight of 540 pounds. They are the team of Jekyll's the Jester and Sid.
Oh, suddenly the guy no one wanted to talk to is joining us. Awesome. The man no one wanted to hear from now has a microphone and a headset somehow. Joe DeSola, I am not pleased at all by this latest edition. Sorry.
I decided to bring a little bit of the big boy Charlie at a combined weight of 502 pounds. They are the team of Out of Control Matt Carlos and the Texas Hangman Dalton Frost. Please welcome the Resident Cowboys.
So we got a lot of backstory to get to. And before we can, we got the spokesperson for the Creep Show Carnival here on commentary, AC.
Yeah, I'm the ringmaster. I decided to bring a little bit of the big top to the announce table.
How much of the big top?
And so we have Jekyll's the Jester and Sin versus the Resident Cowboys of Dalton Frost.
A monster
and Matt Carlos. It's a Steel Abyss match. This is match 2 of the Best of 5 to Stay Alive series to get Cowgirl Rue back.
I certainly hope my drink doesn't get knocked over. This kind of chaos, it gets my anxiety. My social anxiety is now off the charts.
And the band's
whatever energy drink that is, that may be a casualty.
Yeah, the band's still playing. And a new member to the Creep Show Carnival, Kikyo Nakamura, has Little Cowboy.
No. But now Dalton Frost has her.
Dalton Frost gives him a big club.
An equal opportunity. Oh my
God!
Matt
Carlos from the top.
Sin, Jekyll, get up!
There's so many people out here. You have the ringmaster on commentary here, AC. You have the man himself, Doc Atrocity.
The mad genius.
Speculation.
That's what you think.
You're about to see.
And you have Giggles out there. Henchman. You have Kikyo Nakamura smurfing out tonight. You have Sid and Jekyll.
It's all about power and numbers.
You let me do my job.
Right. I don't come to people's nightmares and tell you how to
Look at
scare
this.
people, Doc Atrocity.
He's interfered in the match.
I didn't see a thing.
What was that he hit him with?
Nothing. He's just standing there peacefully.
No, he hit him with some sort of a metal cane, and it shattered. It bent right across the back of Dalton Frost.
Nonsense.
Now
The
let's-
ref didn't see it. It didn't happen.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. They're right in front of us here.
Yeah.
Dalton Frost's head bounces off the
All right, we have a winner. All right, our lucky winner wins a Gold Rush hat, 2 tickets to our next show, a t-shirt, and 2 Gold Rush foam sticks. Let's give it up one more time for our lucky winner. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please join me in welcoming your Gold Rush Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, J.R. Kratos, your Lady Luck Champion, Thunder Rosa, and the Heart of Gold, Lisa Lays.
Pacifica, what's going on? All right, guys, at this time, we have 2 very special people in the building tonight. 2 very, very, very special people. It is their day. It is their birthday. I'd like to introduce right now to the ring. Can I get Keegan to the gate? I need you in the ring for me, buddy, and she has someone to introduce as well.
Where are you? Come on over. And for my very special fan numero uno, Chloe, come on over. Nikki, get Chloe. Come on, Chloe. Hold on, everybody. Let's get Chloe over here. Everybody give an applause to these beauties right here. So now we're gonna sing happy birthday to these beautiful human beings. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chloe. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, everybody, for coming. So if you have a birthday, you want to come to a wrestling show, you better come to Gold Rush and buy your tickets, because maybe I will sing happy birthday to you too.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. John Roberts, Kevin Gill here to call the action for you. We welcome you back from our lengthy intermission here at ringside to call all the action tonight.
Hope you enjoyed the raffle. But I digress, John. We got an amazing second half of the show in store for you. The first half was explosive. There was enough revelations in the first half of the show to last a lifetime, John. Simply
Ladies and gentlemen, are you guys ready to get the action back?
That's right. So much more still
Are
to come.
you ready to
Make
get
sure
the
you
action
live
back?
tweet us. Make sure you live tweet us using the hashtag #FeelTheRush.
Hashtag Feel the Rush.
The following contest is brought to you by Babyface Boxing. your official for this bout, referee Jacob Lee. Making her way to the ring from San Francisco, the Heart of Gold, Lisa Lace.
Right, we've got Lady Luck Division tag team match to kick things off here in the second half of our show. The Heart of Gold, Lisa Lace, and the reigning defending Lady Luck champion, Thunder Rosa, gonna team up here tonight, KG.
And her tag team partner, already in the ring, from Los Cementerios de Tijuana, Mexico, she is your current reigning Gold Rush Lady Luck champion, the unstoppable Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa been all over this wrestling world of late, John. Just flew back from Mexico specifically for this matchup.
That's right.
She was there defending that belt as she's been defending it everywhere in the wrestling world, John.
And their opponents, introducing first from Sacramento, she is the Fallen Flower and the leader of the Blue Nation, Kikyo.
Kikyo making her way to ringside. She's been emblazoned, KG, in a battle against Lisa Lace, but we saw that battle come to a culmination, come to a head here at the Gold Mine, where they met in a first blood match.
Yeah, that was a battle for the ages, John. She's going after some of these young fans. They're trying to lick her fingers and touch them. That is truly deplorable. But yeah, as you were saying, the animosity and the tension still palpable. I can still feel it in the air here at the Gold Mine. Your boy KG, John Roberts, calling the action on a very rainy, very windy day in Pacifica. But the weather had zero effect, John. That number again, zero effect on this sold-out crowd at the Gold Mine. Great place to see a show. Great place to train.
Right here in Pacifica, California.
And her tag team partner, making her way to the ring from the Black Lagoon, Shotzi Blackheart.
Shotzi Blackheart coming out, a heart of fire here for this matchup.
Now, John, in a battle of a heart of fire versus a heart of gold, who wins?
It's a good question. It's a good point. I guess we're going to find out inside that 20 by 20 squared circle.
Well, in some form, because tonight, John, obviously this is going down under tag team rules. Don't give me that look.
What look? This look? Blue steel?
Don't give me blue steel, and don't give me the variation of it, blue steel number 7.
What about Magnum?
But please, John.
They're all one look, KG. They're all one look.
And from what I hear from the local girls, there's no Magnum in your vernacular.
Well, that's a good thing I'm married, my friend.
But I digress, because we've got some very top shelf female competitors in that ring. The very impressive Shotzi Blackheart, as deadly in the ring as she is interesting to look at, John, and that's saying a lot. And look at her partner. Tell us a little bit about Kikyo.
Well, Kikyo is not afraid to fight anybody, man, woman, child, beast, animal, whatever it is.
Yeah, I've seen her fight animals before.
And now we're seeing her in this tag team matchup, a force to be reckoned with. And it looks like instead of going toe-to-toe with Lisa Lace, who she's been emblazoned against over the last few months, it looks like it's going to be Shotzi Blackheart starting things off against the Heart of Gold.
Yeah, it's like the Mean Girls versus the hometown heroes. Lisa Lace from just across the, just down 280 there in a city I call home, John. I'm talking about San Francisco. Oh. But Shotzi Blackheart, ruthless with that clothesline, just caught Lisa Lace. I don't think Lisa Lace was expecting this type of ferocity from Shotzi Blackheart.
Shotzi ducking the clothesline. Ooh, nice hip toss there. Arm drag, excuse me. Ducking the clothesline goes Blackheart, and now coming in with a drop kick, connecting on the chest and face area of Lisa Lace.
Was I wrong, John? Is Shotzi Blackheart not as interesting to look at as she is fun to watch in the ring? You may not agree with her personal philosophies, but she is no doubt an impressive female competitor. But Lisa Lace now, John, this is why she's one of my favorites. Just firing back here. She's still got a lot to prove, Lisa Lace.
Here we go, Fisherman suplex up, coming, connecting into a bridging pin opportunity. Two count only. Very close to putting things away.
Very, very close, John. Shockingly close. Shotzi Blackheart seems to maybe have her bell rung here, John. Playing possum. Up and over and quick tag to Kikyo Nakamura, the Bull. Little brief moment of teamwork there, John. Quick cover by Kikyo. Not enough to do it. Lisa Lace in trouble here, man. That's the last place you want to be, is standing at the feet of a deadly and rageful Kikyo. Shotzi Blackheart wants some dessert. What part of the game is this, John?
Kikyo.
What's for dessert is the question. Kicks to the ribs, apparently.
Oh!
Whoa! Tandem offense.
From the blue and green haired vixens of Kikyo and Shotzi. 2 count only, though, for this brutal tag team.
A lot of animosity, a lot of just I don't know what the word is, John. It's almost like bad vibes, but they're so successful with it, so who can question it, really? But now Thunder Rosa's in. Thunder Rosa's down, but back up with the kip up, back under. Leapfrog high up and over.
Nakamura rolling through. Excuse me, Kikyo rolling through. Into the rope she goes. Sweep of the leg there by Thunder Rosa. 1 count only, though.
Kikyo very quick to kick out and returns the favor, John. Thunder Rosa clearly the crowd favorite here, John. She has electrified the wrestling world in her very short but storied career. But when you're in there with someone like Kikyo, John, it's got to take every bit of your wrestling skill and tenacity just to stay on your feet.
Both competitors looking for a drop kick there, but nobody able to connect it, so we have a bit of a standoff, a stalemate here inside the squared circle. Oh! As Lisa Lace takes a big elbow there from Kikyo. And now Thunder Rosa taking it to her opponent.
That's what Thunder Rosa does. You could hear the voices of young fans chanting for Thunder Rosa. To them, Thunder Rosa is a superhero. Behind her half-painted face and athletically toned body, John, is the rigorous training schedule of a warrior. That's why she's in demand now all over the world, and it all started right here in Pacifica for her, John. So, I mean, I feel like there's always a lot on the line whenever she's fighting here in her home base. Kikyo, though, with the quick tag.
Oh, big splash in the corner there.
Very smart, because look.
Whoa!
Just all completely legal.
Just feeding her right into the boot of Shotzi Blackheart. There's a cover, hook of the leg. 2 count only, though.
Incredible velocity by Shotzi Blackheart, John. Just launching herself like a missile, truly a missile drop kick. Shotzi Blackheart just leveled Thunder Rosa with that forearm smash, caught her right on the point of the jaw. Shotzi now just got her by the hair, whips her into that corner head first, and now attacking the midsection of Thunder Rosa.
Here we go, Shotzi getting a full head of steam, running at her. Whoa! Flipping around and dropping some boots onto the top of the head of Thunder Rosa.
Right across the bridge of the nose from this vantage point, John. She could have broken her nose with that offense. Quick cover here. Wow, Thunder Rosa kicks out with authority. I think she's awakening that hot Latin temper of Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa has had enough of this. But still, Thunder Rosa weakened by the ruthless attack of not just Shotzi, but also Kikyo.
5 minutes has elapsed.
Meanwhile, arrested Lisa Lace is ready for combat if she could only get into that ring, John.
Well, the team of Kikyo and Shotzi Blackheart effectively cutting off the ring. Smart tag team wrestling here from Kikyo and Blackheart, but right now Thunder Rosa is seizing an opportunity, seizing a moment, but still only a 2 count following that drop kick.
Thunder Rosa fired up here. She's got this crowd 100% behind her. This is a tag team war. Women's competitors highly respected in the gold mine, John, as you know. They're not a sideshow or an alternative attraction. They are top-level athletes doing it just as hard as the guys, if not harder, John. This is Gold Rush Pro Wrestling.
Thunder Rosa into the ropes. Oh, it bent over the knee of Kikyo.
Kikyo now just putting the boots to Thunder Rosa, and this is where the weight advantage comes in too. Just standing over her, man. Gravity does half the job. Blackheart now trying to get up on the shoulders of her partner there into that chicken fight position.
It looked like a bit of a miscue there for a moment, but oh! Blackheart dropped off the shoulders of Kikyo into a cover now. 2 count only though. Oh! The educated legs and feet of Shotzi Blackheart going to work there.
She's looking for the tag. Nakamura knocked silly, not even aware of the tag wanting to be made. And now Thunder Rosa, man, firing up again, that hot Latina temper. You don't want to make Thunder Rosa mad. And now Shotzi making that tag. Kikyo opting to just remain outside the ring while choking the hell out of Thunder Rosa. Lisa Lace would be wise to get involved at this point, John.
Well, the referee not seeing any of it following the distraction there from Blackheart.
Referee a waste of time at this point. Now warning of the hair. Meanwhile, it's been an assault on Thunder Rosa.
Rosa sunset flip.
Holds on. Kikyo rolls through. Thunder Rosa ducks that kick, rolls up. Kikyo, no.
2 count only though. Thunder once again top of the clothesline. Here we go, another roll up. 2.
I can tell you this, John, I know from talking to Thunder Rosa, it's a lot harder to get Kikyo over and rolled up in those kind of moves because of just the mass that she has. Kikyo is just as fast as Thunder Rosa, but she's carrying quite much more the body weight, and that's where that power advantage comes in, John.
Both competitors down following that side Russian leg sweep from Thunder Rosa. And now Rosa crawling, trying to make a tag to Lisa Lace, whereas Kikyo on the other side trying to make it to Blackheart. She does so. Tag made by Rosa to Lace. Lace stuck in the clothesline from Blackheart. Oh, big clothesline, springing off those ropes. And now Lisa Lace going up to the second rope. Gonna do some damage from an elevated position with that corkscrew elbow.
Dead on, John. Nailed her right in the face. Shotzi Blackheart's on Dream Street. Lisa Lace off those ropes. Just caught her again with that almost like a spinning back elbow. Drops the elbow to put the period at the end of the sentence. I thought she'd go for the pin there, but Lisa Lace wants revenge, John. She wants revenge on behalf of her partner, Thunder Rosa.
Shotzi asking earlier, what's for dessert? Well, it looks like maybe it's the elbow of Lisa Lace that she's going to be tasting for breakfast tomorrow morning. Sidewalk slam there from Lisa Lace. 1, 2. 2 count only, though still not enough to put away Blackheart and Kikyo.
The battle rages on, John. The battle rages on. Lisa Lace now trying to use that ring positioning to her advantage. Trying to get her over here.
And there she has
it in.
Locking in that Boston Crab.
Boston Crab locked in. Crowd chanting for Shotzi to tap. I doubt that. But see, that's smart tag team wrestling, John. Smart tag team wrestling. Thunder Rosa, though, trying to set herself up here for some high-risk offense. Oh!
Double knees connect right onto the face of Kikyo. And Thunder Rosa on fire right now, continuing the onslaught.
Now the battle rages outside the ring, John. Complete chaos at ringside. Thunder Rosa bringing the whooping to Kikyo, but Kikyo very quick to turn the tables. Unbelievable. These two female warriors are going at it, John. Hammer and nail outside the ring, but Shotzi Blackheart with the mist. Shotzi Blackheart just blinded her with the green mist.
And now a kick to the gut. Inside cradle, small package. 1, 2, 3. And the referee didn't see it.
The winners of this match by pinfall, Shotzi Blackheart and Kikyo, the Outbreak.
Well, this newly christened tag team of the Outbreak of Kikyo and Shotzi Blackheart getting the victory here tonight, albeit amidst a lot of controversy following the use of green mist there by Shotzi Blackheart.
I guess the team of Shotzi Blackheart and Kikyo couldn't get the job done within the boundaries of the rules of professional wrestling. Thunder Rosa wondering what happened here, John. When she left the ring, things were firmly in hand. She was unleashing an ass kicking onto Kikyo. Seemed like all Lisa Lace had to do was get the pin. John, that was it.
This is completely unacceptable. How that here at Gold Rush, somebody can cheat like that, Lisa? Is there something that you have to say? Shotzi Blackheart! You wanna spit some green mist in my face? Well, how about me and you have a one-on-one match on April 30th? I challenge you! I can't see anything, but I do see you have a black heart. But we'll see how you do when you come face to face one-on-one with the heart of gold.
Wow, the challenge has been laid down by Lisa Lace. Will Shotzi Blackheart accept it when we return to IBL on April 30th for Reach for the Gold 5? What an action-packed night so far here tonight at Lucky's Pot of Gold, coming to you live from the gold mine. John Roberts and Kevin Gill at ringside, calling all the action here tonight.
Sorry, John, I'm getting caught up here in social media. Hashtag Feel the Rush, join the conversation at Gold Rush PW. Me and John are chatting as well at OG Kevin Gill, at Cheeseburger07. And of course, after the show, I invite you to tune in to KevinGillShow.com for amazing, in-depth pro wrestling interviews, music, and much more, John. But right now, we've got an amazing match coming up, and we're going to throw it on up to the ring.
That's right. Let's go to our friend.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we go ahead and get started with our next match, we do just want to take a few minutes to thank all of our very, very important sponsors, for without them, we would not be here tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for All Cars Automotive. Let's also give it up for Lindemar Round Table Pizza. Let's give it up for All Industrial Electrical Supply. Pacifica Auto and U-Haul. Flory's Books. Rusty Hook Bait Shop. How about the Devil Slides Tap Room? Let's give it up for Breakers. Creepy Coffee Movie Time. Babyface Boxing. And El Grande Oro. The following contest is brought to you by All Industrial Electrical Supply.
Thank you, All Industrial Electrical Supply, because this is going to be a battle to remember.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a hotly anticipated Dynamite Division title match. Marquise Jackson looking for some retribution against the man who has quote-unquote, been helping him along in Boyce LeGrand.
Helping him along? Is that what it's called now?
That's what it seems like, taking him under his wing, as it were. But it sure seems like Marquise Jackson has done pretty well for himself as the sports agent of Boyce LeGrand. But now, Marquise Jackson starting to go out on his own.
And there you take a look at the man known as Boyce LeGrand, the bad boy, one of the most decorated stars in Gold Rush Pro Wrestling history, a man that I don't personally choose to associate with in life, but a man who I can take nothing away from his in-ring contributions, his in-ring abilities, and we're about to see a battle to remember, John. And when you add in that seeming tension, that little hint of personal drama that's been in the air between these two, because like you said, they've been tightly linked. There's a lot of each other's success I feel they can credit to the other. And look, the young fans here at the Gold Mine in Pacifica, they got no love for the arrogant Boyce LeGrand, John.
Well, Boyce LeGrand, a man who has held the Dynamite Division title for 400 days. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, as of today, 400 days. Boyce, I literally just said that. I literally just said that. Why are you bothering us right now? Why don't you go wrestle your match?
Man, the bad boy Boyce LeGrand, boss and John Cheeseburger Roberts around here at the commentary table, but John gets to sit now on the side of the table with that legendary Band Slam Cup with the winners' names engraved on it. What a nice touch.
That's right. 2012 saw Dylan Drake win it. 2013 was Rick Luxury. And the list goes on all the way to 2016, Boyce LeGrand. Ladies and gentlemen,
the following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is for the Dynamite Division Championship. Your official for this bout, referee Wiggles. Introducing first, standing to my right, he is the challenger, wrestling out of San Jose, weighing 165 pounds, Marquise Jackson. And his opponent, standing to my left, he is your current reigning and defending Dynamite Division champion, and he is your 2016 Band Slam Cup winner from Vallejo, California, weighing 215 pounds, the bad boy, Boyce LeGrand.
So arrogant, Boyce LeGrand, a guy who gets his kicks bullying around commentators, man. There's a whole locker room full of wrestlers that want to fight, and he's out here burying the commentary, one half of the commentary team.
Yeah, why doesn't he ever have anything negative to say to you? Why is it always me?
I think because I have a podcast, John. I think he doesn't want me bad-mouthing him on my podcast. It turns into a war
I have a
of
microphone
words.
in front of my face right now. I could say just as many bad things as you could on your podcast.
That's true, but I don't think you would, because we know Boyce LeGrand has eyes and ears everywhere, and Boyce LeGrand told me a few times that he knows where you live. Boyce LeGrand now getting in the face of this fan. This is what a creep Boyce LeGrand is. She's taking exception to whatever he had to say. The bad boy Boyce LeGrand, a bad boy in every sense of the way. Really, I mean, if we want to shoot on it, John, he's really just a bad person. He's the bad person, Boyce LeGrand.
Absolutely.
Hell of a wrestler, incredible athlete, but the bad person.
Well, that Dynamite Division title is what is on the line tonight. We've already seen one title change hands in the tag team titles, and that was as a direct result of the Lucky's Pot of Gold match earlier tonight, KG.
100%. That was amazing and wildly unexpected to see Shamrock teamed up
with Rick Luxury to claim the tag team titles away from the Suburban Commandos. But let's not forget, KG, that in that matchup, we also saw two other men claim horseshoes, but we don't know which one, either the red or the gold one, meaning either MPT or Kakamang will have an opportunity at either the heavyweight championship or the Dynamite division title, but we still don't know which one it is.
Absolutely not. Boyce LeGrand asking Marquise, are you sure you're ready for this? Could this be the passing of the torch, John? The moment when the student meets the sensei. Some say Boyce LeGrand's almost been like a father to Marquise Jackson in his time in wrestling, John. Who's right there pointing to that beautiful painted title on the wall at the gold mine? Think about it. When Marquise Jackson was buying a ticket to watch wrestling, Boyce LeGrand was already the main event. Slap to the face, 5 fingers. Ooh, very few men have ever done that, John.
Well, and now the bell sounds. This match is officially underway. Neither man listening to the referee to go to their respective corners to officially start the match. That's how much these two hate each other, KG.
Absolutely, this is a lot of tension, man, a lot of angst. And now it's spilling outside the ring. Boyce LeGrand trying to put some distance between himself and Marquise, rapidly closing the gap.
Jackson going after LeGrand, trying to trip him up there, step over. Oh, but a drop kick. What a beautiful drop kick from Marquise Jackson. Ducking that back elbow. And now here we go, tilt-a-whirl, head scissors connecting.
Marquise Jackson, John, is on fire right now, and the crowd's starting to get behind him. I realize it's been a long road for him, John. High risk paid off.
Marquise Jackson, not afraid to fly, not afraid to leave his feet. With the tenacity of a lion, you see that fight in his eyes right now.
And think of what it would mean to him to win that Dynamite division title right here in the gold mine at Lucky's Pot of Gold. It's already been a historic night, John. Who knows what could happen? I'd love to see Marquise Jackson take home the gold, man. I don't think Boyce LeGrand needs anything else to enhance his ego or his view on himself.
Irish whip counter there by Boyce LeGrand. Oh, but a cross body. LeGrand was looking for that clothesline. Nice counter there by Jackson. Once again, not afraid to leave his feet in pursuit of a victory and in pursuit of that Dynamite Division Championship.
Marquise Jackson asking the crowd if they want to see one more. Boom. But I got to tell you, John, you can't showboat and take time like this when you're in there with a veteran like Boyce LeGrand. He didn't stumble and bumble his way into that Dynamite Division title, which you could see up there in the left-hand corner of your screen, represented on the wall of the gold mine, John.
Leapfrog there, reverse leapfrog from LeGrand. Send him up for a double spine buster. No, instead hanging him up on that top rope.
Right on his throat, no disqualification.
Well, Jackson in trouble right now. He could have a crushed larynx.
He may never sing again.
His oxygen supply might not be getting to his lungs fully.
His air supply, John?
But only a 2 count there from Boyce LeGrand.
Boyce LeGrand, this is what I mean. A minute ago, Marquise Jackson was showboating, talking to the crowd, John. And now, Boyce LeGrand back in control. Is Boyce LeGrand wasting a moment to talk to this audience? Not a moment, John. He's here to retain that title.
LeGrand with a scoop and a power slam there in the center of the ring. And now Boyce
telling the referee, get out of my way. The bad boy, a.k.a. the bad person, is coming through and about to take flight. Perched up high, John. The bad boy about to fly. Drops the elbow. Textbook execution right on the ribs and chest of Marquise Jackson. Put a fork in him, John.
Uncharacteristic flight there by LeGrand. What? Still only leads to a 2 count as you see the heart and fire in the spirit of Marquise Jackson not wanting to give up.
Classic bad boy. While he disputes the call with the ref, he's got his knee on the throat of Marquise Jackson.
LeGrand showing why he is the reigning and defending Dynamite Division champion. Ooh, a shot to the back of the head there, and a rake of the eyes as well from LeGrand. Jackson in trouble right now. He might be temporarily blinded, trying to get his wits about him here as LeGrand puts pressure and torque onto the neck of Marquise Jackson. Utilizing 4 of that 5 count trying to gain any advantage he can, is the bad boy, the bad person, as you aptly called him, KG.
Well, I don't want to get called into a meeting. Now Boyce LeGrand's coming over here by Comcast.
Why, Boyce? Why are you coming over here again?
I'm just here to, I'm a documentarian. Thankfully, all those mean mugging looks are directed solely at you, John. Again, I keep that PMA, brother, every week on KevinGillShow.com. But I digress, because these two warriors are fighting outside the ring. Boyce LeGrand got Marquise Jackson, where you don't want to be, John, stretched out over that steel guardrail, very unforgiving, and then lighting up his chest with those chops. Unbelievable, John.
LeGrand going to work here outside the ring as the referee gets up to a 6 count. Now, Boyce, he could very well be content just getting the victory outside the ring here, because he would still walk out the Dynamite Division champion.
That's true, that's true. He doesn't necessarily care. As I said earlier, you have to beat the champion. The champion doesn't have to beat you. Boyce LeGrand could probably end this match right here if he opted to just hold this choke outside the ring, and he'd go home the champion, John. He might be so in the heat of the moment right now that he's not even thinking that way. I think he wants to punish Marquise Jackson. He wants to teach Marquise Jackson a wrestling lesson, a timeless lesson of respect. And you know what, young grasshopper? Just because I taught you everything you know doesn't mean I taught you everything that I know.
LeGrand gonna bring Marquise Jackson in the hard way. Oh! Standing vertical suplex there.
Rolls on through, John.
And a second snap vertical suplex there from LeGrand.
So nice he had to do it twice.
And now gonna lift him up a third time, corkscrewing that one.
Little variation.
And there's a hook of the leg. 2-3, no. So close was LeGrand that time, KG, to defending successfully his Dynamite Division championship.
Absolutely, John. What a big match feel it is right here at the Gold Mine tonight. Boyce LeGrand back in control here. I think that hair of Marquise Jackson has to be a disadvantage, John. Boyce LeGrand is a warrior in every sense of the word, and he dresses like a warrior. His gear isn't designed to capture the attention of the audience. It's designed for simplified, streamlined fighting. Marquise Jackson with a beautiful sunset flip right in the center of the ring. Boyce LeGrand out of it just like that. Boyce LeGrand throws that clothesline, nobody home. Marquise Jackson got caught out there. Oh, and planted right on his face by the bad boy. Bad boy hooks the leg. 2 and no. Shout outs to everybody again. I'm sorry, John. Twitter machine's here blowing up. I'm seeing at anybody Wheeler checking it out. I'm seeing Sin017. We're getting all kinds of people under hashtag Feel the Rush. LeGrand.
Knife edge chop there in the corner. Lighten up the pectoral region of Marquise Jackson.
That pectoral region of Marquise Jackson is on fire. Wait a minute.
Jackson trying to fight back.
Using some of the same type of tactics that Boyce LeGrand brings to the table. Boyce LeGrand looks shook.
Here we go, Jackson gaining a full head of steam. Got caught. Oh! But wait!
The Flying Lion's getting ready to roar, John.
Jackson with that running boot into the side of the head.
It's almost like a running bicycle kick, John. Got a lot of momentum, a lot of force, a lot of inertia, a lot of torque, and a whole lot of impact rocking the nugget of Boyce LeGrand. Both men down here, and again, LeGrand could stay down here and still retain the championship, John. And don't think that's not part of his strategy to take every moment of rest that he can.
Referee up to a count of 5. Now 6. Both competitors up. Oh, what a big clothesline there from Jackson. And now a back elbow.
Marquise Jackson coming in with the speed. LeGrand, savvy as always. But he left him up there on the rope. John, you never want to leave the lion up high like that.
2, new champion,
no! How close can you get?
So close to crowning a new Dynamite Division champion.
Whoa, drop kick right to the side of the head, John. I was putting over the savvy of LeGrand, but then he made the mistake of leaving the lion, Marquise Jackson, up high on that rope, John, and from there, it's second nature for him to fly, just like he's about to fly right about now. Marquise Jackson, no.
Able to land on his feet, though, and roll through. Oh, and a big clothesline.
Oh, God, he landed right on his head, John. Turned him inside out, but he still came down upon his head. Renowned photographer Jim Fitzpatrick at ringside, shooting all the action.
Referee. Wait, 1, 2. Oh, and Jackson able to get the shoulder up, 2 count only. Both competitors still down, referee checking on them.
Fans giving Sparky heat regarding the counting speed of the referee. This is something that's actually happening in the background here at Gold Rush Pro Wrestling. Perhaps these theatrical 10 counts might be best saved for a last man standing match, John. This is conventional rules presented, of course, by All Industrial Electrical Supply. Oh, LeGrand put some sauce on that one, John. He put some stank on it.
"10 minutes has elapsed in this championship contest. 10 minutes has elapsed in
We're
this
at the
championship
10-minute mark,
contest."
John. LeGrand and Marquise Jackson furiously trading blows. Marquise Jackson threw that clothesline hard, but no one's home, and the Boyce LeGrand uncharacteristically up high on that second rope, John. Oh, it's Seguri.
Seguri connects there from Marquise Jackson, and now Jackson trying to fire up. Gonna go to the second rope.
He's only giving Boyce LeGrand time to recover here, John. LeGrand is deadly in that ring.
Trying to go for a superplex there from the top.
Savvy, smart, a technician, a bad person. That's Boyce LeGrand. Look at those punches, John. Ooh. How many punches does it take to knock Marquise Jackson off the top rope? 3.
Jackson knocked down. Here we go. Oh! He got caught though. And now, wait a minute.
Unbelievable, he caught him.
Cross arm breaker modified. A triangle choke, excuse me. Locked in there by Marquise Jackson.
John.
Are we going to crown a new champ?
This could be a submission.
Wait, the bell's sounding.
Wait a minute, we have a submission, John? Wait a minute.
Hold on, I hear the referee
saying he did not call for that. Duke, the bell ringer, why would he ring the bell, John?
Well, Duke is a very experienced timekeeper and bell ringer. I don't know why he's calling for the...
I don't understand. Why did Duke ring the bell? Marquise Jackson thinks he won the championship. But we've got chaos here at the gold mine.
Jackson thinks he's won.
Duke indicating either that he didn't ring the bell, but I don't understand this, John.
Marquise Jackson thinks he's won the Dynamite Division title, but he hasn't. The match is still ongoing. He needs to get that belt out of there and focus on pinning his opponent.
I'd like to give this ref a crash course in succinct communication.
Wait a minute. There was a tug of war there for the belt.
Wait,
and an inadvertent connection to the head of Boyce LeGrand.
It was an accident, John.
Ladies and gentlemen, per referee Wiggles, Marquise Jackson has been disqualified for using the belt. Therefore, your winner and still Dynamite Division champion, Boyce LeGrand.
Well, Boyce LeGrand escapes defeat and snatches victory away from the jaws of said defeat. Somehow, some way, Boyce LeGrand is going to go to day 401 as the Dynamite Division champion.
I don't understand why the bell rang in the first place, John. I haven't gotten an answer yet, whether here in the arena or in my headset, to explain to me. I don't think Duke would ring the bell. Like you said, he's a pro, but it created this opportunity, it created this distraction, and then the inadvertent, Boyce LeGrand almost set himself up to get hit in the head. He almost threw his head into the belt, some would say, John. Marquise Jackson has been robbed. Marquise Jackson has been robbed of what is rightfully his. The smile is on Boyce LeGrand's face, but the camera should be on Marquise Jackson because he was the better man tonight.
Marquise Jackson should be walking out the Dynamite Division champion, but alas, he will not. I don't think we've seen the last of this battle between Marquise Jackson and Boyce LeGrand.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
Hey, boys. Now, I'm pretty sure everyone here is going to agree with me, but I'm pretty sure I just watched you tap out. I don't know why you got it, because I'm pretty sure I just watched you tap out. Hey, boys, one more time. I just want to remind you. I just watched you tap out. Hey, boys. I just want to let you know something, brother. Hey, isn't it fitting that for the last year and a half, you've been finding every way to take that championship back with you? Hey, are you listening to me, boys? You should be. Oh, I'm definitely not. Hey, I'm definitely not irrelevant to you, because let me tell you something, boys. You know what? Hey. You never know. You never know, boys.
Well, MPT saying you never know. We still don't know. We still don't know which horseshoe was in that pot of gold, KG.
Very rare, John. Very rare for me to say this. I'm speechless.
KG speechless. John Roberts, Kevin Gill calling the action here tonight. Shout out to @JVStiff on Twitter. Keep watching, folks. YouTube.com/Gold Rush Pro Wrestling. Use the hashtag Feel the Rush to join us here tonight, live from the Gold Mine, as we continue things on here tonight. Kevin
Ladies
Gill,
and gentlemen,
with our
the
next
following
matchup.
contest is scheduled for one fall. It is a bull rope match brought to you by Creepy Coffee Movie Time.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, lend me your ears, for I am the Cold One AC, and I've got something to say. You know, for the past year and a half or so, the resident Cowboys have been feuding with us in the Creepy Show Carnival, putting us through tables, putting us through trash cans, even the Monster Sin took a fireball to the eye, and you know what? We keep rising up. So what makes you think that a bull rope match will keep us down? Dalton Frost, one thing is for certain. After tonight, we will rise no matter what. But will you, Dalton Frost? We are the Creepy Show Carnival. Welcome to the show.
Well, here comes the monster of the Creepy Show Carnival, Sin, set to do battle against Dalton Frost here tonight, KG, in a bull rope match.
You know, John, there's no doubt Sin is a dangerous and devastating competitor, but we all know a lot. We know a lot about Dalton Frost. Dalton Frost never backed down from a fight a day in his life, and this is a match that Dalton Frost essentially invented. As far as everyone here knows, John, Dalton Frost invented this match. Speculation ended, fact has arrived. And now we await for the arrival, John, of the very popular Cowboy, once the referee and the ring announcer are done having their discussions. Those familiar notes.
And his opponent, being accompanied to the ring by Cowgirl Sterling and Cowboy Charlie from the NorCal Corral, weighing 320 pounds, Dalton Frost!
Well, Sin has his Barker at ringside, but I believe Dalton Frost has his equalizer in Charlie and Sterling. Charlie not afraid to mix things up, and I'm sure he could easily take down the Barker. But I digress, as Sin and Dalton Frost are about to be strapped together, KG, with a bull rope.
Yeah, this type of match is no joke, John. And, you know, speaking of jokes earlier, I made a joke, you know, of course, who could ever forget the legendary strap matches between Greg the Hammer Valentine and the late, great Roddy Piper. The bull rope match, a variation of that, made famous by the Funks, made famous by many people through the rich history
Now, ladies and gentlemen, since this is a bull rope match, to win this match, you must take your opponent with you and touch all four corners in succession.
There you have it, John. You got to touch all four corners. You got to drag your opponent around. Here we go. I don't envy this referee, man. I don't think Sin's going to be too down with the idea of being tied up with a rope, John.
Well, and who could forget, KG, that epic bull rope match between JBL and Eddie Guerrero back in the WWE on Great American Bash years ago?
Was that match here in San Francisco or no, John?
No, not here in San Francisco.
That was a different great match featuring Eddie Guerrero. But now, John, you can see Dalton Frost rapidly accepted that bull rope to be tied to his wrist. He's ready to be tied to the Monster Sin. The Monster Sin now just attacking Dalton Frost right from Jump Street. He's not even hooked up to the rope yet. This is a bull rope match. It's meant to tie these two men together. It's not meant to tie a rope to Dalton Frost and then whip him with the cowbell, choke him with the rope. The referee clearly lost control right from Jump Street, John.
Well, that's the nature of this matchup, KG. That bull rope is going to get used as a weapon all night long as both men have their hand through that loop. Their hand
Now
cannot leave that loop.
Hopefully not. Hopefully that's cinched in. Sin, man, you know, Dalton Frost is used to, one, having the crowd completely behind him, and two, he's used to being able to just overpower everybody. And he's doing it right now already, which shocks me. But he's in there with the big Monster Sin, John.
Well, the point of this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, is to incapacitate your opponent and then drag them from post to post to post to post. And
Touch all four corners.
In succession.
Yes. Yeah, if it gets broken up, John, you go back and start over again. Sin touched that one corner. Sin has now touched two corners, John.
Sin looking for that
Way
third.
too early, in my opinion, to be going for those corner touches, John, unless it's mind games.
Sin still close, though. Might be able to hit that third one, but Frost able to cut him off the pass. Irish whip into the rope.
Elbow knocking, literally a slobber knocker, John, because I saw slobber fly from the mouth of the big Monster Sin. Whoa, look at Sin now. I'm surprised to see Sin doing a conventional wrestling move, John. I'm used to the big monster just ripping people apart.
Frost hit one corner, but not able to get to a second one before Sin grounding and pounding, taking him to the mat. No submissions or pinfalls in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. As we said moments ago, you must incapacitate your opponent.
It's the only way to do it, John. And that's what Frost is doing right here. He's unleashing a proper, organic butt whipping to the big monster Sin. And this may get Sin so out of his element, man. And again, this is what Cowboys do, John. A bull rope match is like day one of Cowboy wrestling school. Think about that. I mean, really think about it.
You bring up a valid point as Sin now setting Frost for the ride. Irish whip across. Look for the big boot. Gets ducked though, and oh! Frost hanging him up to dry in the nether region. And now Frost getting a one. Looking for a second corner, trying to get there too. Able to climb over and get it. Frost halfway there, a boot to the side of the head. Looking for the third, but turnabout's fair play here. As, oh, Sin using the rope for leverage, pulling Frost in, and now Sin gets one of those four corners. Sin halfway there now. Sin, the closest anyone's been, 3/4 of the way there, but Frost battling back.
And that's something Frost does so well, John, is battle back hard, battle back ferociously. But the monster Sin just cuts him right off, John. Two very large and imposing figures. Now Dalton Frost just getting choked, and this is completely legal, John. All facets and aspects of that bull rope are completely legal. And if that rope can tame a bull, imagine what it could do to Dalton Frost. Imagine what it could do to Sin.
Oh.
Dalton Frost trying to, got caught low. Got caught low, John, also completely legal.
Sin leaving his feet with a drop kick.
Very rare to see the big man fly like that, John. I'm always surprised by Sin. All right, Sin's got two corners touched. Oh, God, he unleashed snot rockets all over the Cowboy. He's going to pay for that eventually, John. Now the Cowboy, Dalton Frost, oh, wow, was trying to pull Sin back from the corner, and Sin went with the momentum and unleashed a devastating elbow smash, knocking the wind out of Dalton Frost. Sin now got Dalton Frost in a position you don't want to be in, and then he dropped all his head weight, or his whole body weight, excuse me, via headbutt right in that lower abdominal region. Dalton Frost shell-shocked right now. Sin a little slow to get to his feet. The length of that rope is going to make whoever wins this match is going to have to burn some calories, John.
Frost going after Sin in the corner, lifting him up, slamming him down hard in the center of the ring. And now Frost into the ropes. We've seen this offensive onslaught from Frost before the slam. Elbow, and now a clothesline on a downed opponent.
5 minutes has elapsed in this contest. 5 minutes has elapsed in this contest.
Hard to believe only 5 minutes down in such an action-packed, hotly anticipated contest.
Man, both these warriors are beaten, battered, and bruised right now, John. And there's still, like I said, a long way to go. Because you imagine, what would it take right now from the position he's in to move against his will Sin's body close enough so that Dalton Frost could touch all four corners of the ring? And that's without taking into account that you got this Barker at ringside.
There's one corner there for Frost.
Absolutely. Oh, he's got another one. He's kind of doing it here behind the back of Sin. But Sin might not even be aware of it.
Sin's up to his feet trying to pull Frost in, but Frost, it's a tug of war.
Oh! Again, this is the second time that Sin has read the situation and used Dalton Frost's own momentum and force against it. First time was when Frost was pulling on the rope and the big man Sin turned it into a monster elbow. And you just saw what happened now, John. Very impressed. It's obvious that Sin has been studying tape. Either that or he spent time in Texas that we don't know about.
Sin gets two. He's halfway there, KG.
Halfway.
Halfway to a victory. Sin trying to get that third one, but he's taking too much time.
Way too much time.
Oh, he's too far. Frost's been pulling him in with the rope. And now Frost going after him.
He went after him, John. He sure did. I'm just breaking your balls, John Roberts. This is your boy KG and John Roberts, breaking the tension of this violence, this drama, John. It's a lot to bear. I could feel it. It's crushing my karma right now. To see these two warriors connected by a rope, having this savage battle, John. It takes a lot out of me. I apologize to the viewers at home.
Frost gets to one corner, now to two. Frost is halfway to a victory here. So far, Sin has still gone the farthest, 3/4 of the way before being interrupted, and now Frost was almost there, interrupted again. Oh, and a leg lariat from Sin connecting onto the chin of Dalton Frost. Sin tagging one corner. Now getting the second one in this violent bull rope match. Sin getting that third one. Sin almost to victory.
Almost
but
there,
Frost,
John.
Oh! Following him right in there with that big clothesline. Now sending Sin for the run. All the way across. Big clothesline from Frost. Big shoulder tackle. Takes down Dalton Frost.
Man, this match could have had a whole different outcome, John, if Sin had actually directed his body weight and fallen onto the cowboy right there.
Could have done more damage
that could have
to
turned
him.
the tide.
As it is right now, both men down. You hear Sterling and Charlie trying to will Dalton Frost back into it, trying to get this capacity crowd behind Dalton Frost.
I gotta be honest, John, I feel almost like there's a few people in this gold mine that have converted over to the dark side. I don't feel like there's as many people clapping along with Sterling as there used to be, John. How could you get behind something like Sin, John? Just the concept of Sin. It's just evil. Oh my God, speaking of evil, brutal shot to the dome. Brutal shot to the dome of Dalton Frost, and now Sin could take all the time in the world, using his power, pulling Dalton Frost around like he ain't got a care in the world, John. And who knows, maybe he don't. Dalton Frost has got to stop it here, John. This is it. Frost, one last desperation effort.
Oh!
Pulled in the big man Sin and chopped him right down to earth with a monstrous clothesline.
Frost staggering up to his feet.
That's one.
Frost slowly dragging himself to the second corner. There's two. Halfway there is Frost. Three, almost there now. Frost just needs to get to one more corner, but the Parker getting involved, stopping Frost from getting to that fourth one. Here comes Charlie with the branding iron into the gut, and Frost gets it. Frost gets the fourth post, and Frost gets the victory.
The winner of this bout, Dalton Frost.
It shows you how weakened and how much of a brutal battle this was, John, that the Barker had any ability at all to stop the forward momentum of Dalton Frost. But irregardless of that fact, John, the big cowboy, Dalton Frost, along with Cowgirl Sterling and Cowboy Charlie, have got it done, brother. They conquered the big man in a Texas bull rope match. No, 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 no!
Oh!
What the hell is this, John?
Well, Frost was still attached to the bull rope, which was attached to Sin. And now Sin, with evil intentions on his mind, using that cowbell in the center of the bull rope.
Couldn't get the job done when he had an opportunity to do so in between that time when the bell first rang and then the second time the bell rang, indicating that Dalton Frost was the winner. Make no mistake about it, Dalton Frost got the win. Dalton Frost gets the winner's share of the purse, and there's nothing that Sin can do about it.
Well, Frost gets the victory, but Sin and the Creepy Show Carnival still remain standing tall.
But that defeat, I think, is going to go a long way, John. It's just another there's a lot of battles in a war, but I feel like the Cowboys have been winning more than their fair share of these battles, John.
Charlie.
Trying to ward them off like they're evil spirits, not a bad idea. Trying to use that sign of the cross to just, almost like they're just vampires. And I guess they are, John, because they feed on your life, they feed on your dreams. It's a whole sick and twisted organization that I want nothing to do with. What a sad state of affairs, John. There you have the winner of the match. Dalton Frost is beaten and broken on the floor, while the man who lost the match fair and square, despite the fact of having a ringside handler, despite the fact that he's the big monster Sin, he got beat, John. He got beat in the ring when it was time for the match. Dalton Frost was the better man. Dalton Frost is the better man, John.
That's right. Dalton Frost able to get the victory tonight. But what damage has been done to the big man, to the big cowboy here tonight at the Gold Mine. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We have one more big main event contest for you as J.R. Kratos is set to defend the Gold Rush Pro Heavyweight Championship inside the squared circle here tonight. KG, it's been an action-packed evening.
Absolutely, John. I mean, J.R. Kratos is just a world-renowned athlete. You saw him earlier in the night when he was squaring off with both of the Suburban Commandos, the now former Gold Rush Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
That's right. You can thank Lucky Shamrock and even Rick Luxury for that, having claimed 2 silver horseshoes in the Lucky's Pot of Gold match earlier tonight, and then claiming the tag team titles.
100%. It's been a historic night for Gold Rush Wrestling so far, and I'm sure that it's going to be more history-making action coming up ringside in just a moment, John.
But let's not forget, we return to action at IBL on April 30th. 4 reach for the Gold 5, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be an action-packed evening, non-stop. We're going to sell you a ticket to the whole seat, but you're only going to be using the edge of it that night when we return to IBL. But let's send it down to the ring now for our main event here tonight.
The main event is brought to you by Lindemar Round Table Pizza.
Well, you see the challenger coming out, KG, Big Gallo.
Yes, man, GQ Gallo, no doubt, a dominant force in pro wrestling, someone that's been a lot of places, done a lot of things. I've seen him tear it up at the gathering of the Juggalos for Juggalo Championship Wrestling. He's no stranger to Premier Wrestling, and I believe, is this his debut, John? I could be wrong about this. I think he's been here once before, correct?
I believe he has been here once before, but it's great to see him here inside the Gold Mine tonight.
Correct. A world-class athlete and someone who could really bring it to Kratos, man. Kratos used to often being the strongest, biggest man in his championship matches. But tonight, he's going to face someone of great strength, of great power. Will he be the equal to Kratos? We'll find out next, John.
Well, as we await the introduction of our reigning and defending heavyweight champion here in the Gold Mine, we just want to take a moment once again, ladies and gentlemen, to say thank you for joining us here tonight on youtube.com/Gold Rush Pro Wrestling. There he is, the champ.
The champ, John, has arrived. Well, we saw him again. He arrived earlier tonight, still dressed in his workout gear, to hand out some quick Pacifica-style street justice when it was needed, because that's the kind of man J.R. Kratos is. Literally yesterday, he was reading to a giant classroom of children just a few miles away in Daly City, where I took the BART train to, where Rancid immortalized in a song, John. And today, he's in the ring defending the title that means more to him than anything, the title that lets him know he is a star in this business, John. I'm talking about that illustrious Gold Rush Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's not ado any longer. Both competitors are now in the ring, standing toe-to-toe, nose-to-nose. It's main event time. Let's send it down to the ring for the official introductions for our main event heavyweight title matchup.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is for the Gold Rush Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Your official for this bout, referee Jacob Lee. Introducing first, standing to my right, he is the challenger from Phoenix, Arizona, weighing 270 pounds, the king of no rules, Gabriel Gallo. And his opponent, standing to my left, he is your current reigning and defending Gold Rush champion from Pacifica, weighing 287 pounds, the God of War, J.R. Kratos.
Well, KG, the introductions are complete. Champion and challenger in the ring. We have an official. There you see it, the belt that is on the line, ladies and gentlemen.
That's what it's all about, John. Referee in this historic match, showing what the prize is in this contest to both competitors, letting them know what it's all about, letting them know what's all on the line. Here we go, John. You could cut the electricity in this room with a knife. This sold-out gold mine, a torrential rainstorm, flash flood warnings, wind that almost blew your punk rock garbage-filled indie wrestler car, John. It almost blew it right off Highway 1. We can't lie about it, but that's another story for another
Purely
day.
speculation.
Right now, it is
Stop digressing. Let's talk about the main event.
Main event time. I was already talking about it, John. You just digressed, which is my gimmick, FYI. But it's not about commentators with gimmicks. It's about world-class competitors putting it all on the line for the richest prize, John, that Gold Rush Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. And what would it mean to win it here in the gold mine, here on live stream, here in front of a sold-out crowd, and to win it from a monster like J.R. Kratos? That would make the career of Gallo just even another big rung higher in the ladder of his career, John.
Look at that strong lockup between these two bulls, like locking horns in the center of the ring. Kratos getting the immediate advantage there, shoving Gallo into the turnbuckle, but the referee trying to break things up. Oh, and a slap from Gallo to Kratos over the head of the official. And you hear Gallo saying, what are you going to do? Kratos showing him what he's going to do, trying to go after him, but Gallo ducking out. Taking a moment to yell at a couple kids on the front row.
That's not main event business, John. Main event business is bringing home the gold, brother, because no one's going to remember the time you got in the face of a 9-year-old girl, but everyone's going to remember the time you upset the monster, shocked the world on live stream, and defeated J.R. Kratos. Man, you got to have your eyes on the prize and your mind in the game. They hate Gallo here, man. They don't like Gallo at all. Usually it's his political and personal views on social media, not to mention his kind of attitude when you meet him in person, that turns people off. But here, just his body language, or his anti-charisma, if you will, is turning this crowd against him, John.
Well, Gallo taking his sweet time getting back in the ring. As you hear this capacity crowd cheering on the champion. much to the chagrin of the challenger. Main event time, main event feel coming to you live from the gold mine in Pacifica, California. Kratos staring down the challenger, Gallo.
Wow, John. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gallo again, man, playing these mind games, John. Look at him just getting way out of the way. He wants literally no part of Pacifica's own superstar resident, JR Kratos, John. And that's what it's about. Great camera work by the Gold Rush production team. You could see that beautiful representation of that Gold Rush Heavyweight Championship right there alongside that Dynamite Division Championship. But that's what they're fighting for, John. Inside the magical gold mine, where anything can happen, and it often does.
Gallo was sizing up his opponent, but it's Kratos who sucks him into that side headlock. And just look at the way that he is applying the pressure with that headlock. Great shot from our camera crew there.
Absolutely. Kratos, man, he could just tear your head off the well-muscled shoulders of Gallo. Gallo very smart to tear at the face of Kratos because, I mean, quite frankly, what else can you do, John? What else can you do? These two very similarly matched in strength and size, John. I want to see who's got the upper hands here. Kratos seemingly able to just hold him in that headlock as long as he likes, John.
Absolutely. Gallo was trying to shoot him off, trying to get a little separation, but Kratos too powerful in that moment. Great leverage there. Great use of leverage by the champion. Kratos continuing to suck the head further into that hold. But Gallo now trying to get some separation, shooting Kratos into the corner, finally gets it. And now Gallo taking him over.
Gallo trying to get some feeling back into that leg, it looks like, John. Warming up here, hitting those ropes hard 3 times. And then after all that, just goes back and locks in a chin lock, John. He's not here to impress these people. You can see it in his body language. Look at his face, John. I happen to know that's what the face on his passport looks like. It looks just like that. That's what his face looks like when he wakes up in the morning. It's just he's
Gallo now turning the tide here on the champion. Kratos in trouble. Referee right there making sure that a legal hold is applied, but also asking the champion if he wants to give up. He says no. And the match continues here tonight from the gold mine.
Your boy KG, Kevin Gill, joined by John Cheeseburger Roberts. It's an honor to be calling another great night of wrestling action here from the gold mine. This is, of course, Lucky's Pot of Gold. That signature match unfolded earlier. The ramifications and shockwaves from that match, John, continue to reverberate through Gold Rush Pro Wrestling. And right now, our main event is in the ring. And Gallo still got that chin lock locked in. Again, demonstrating the power of Gallo. The Kratos cannot even escape. Look how fiercely he's got that locked on, John. Great camera work here inside the gold mine. Second to none, John.
Kratos taking the side headlock there after escaping an awkward predicament. And now Gallo reversing the pressure once again. This time Kratos reversing the pressure. Gallo turning things around as this crowd comes to life here tonight.
Crowd's been electric all night, John, and these guys have a hell of a show to follow. There's been a lot of stuff has happened, John. Oh! And these guys are just taking a very traditional approach, John. This is professional wrestling. These two guys, there's a lot on the line here, John. They're not fools rush in. These two are feeling each other out. They're taking baby steps, so to speak, because neither of them wants to leave themselves open to something that can lead to their imminent defeat, a la McGregor. But I digress.
Kratos applying that pressure. Gallo gets a little separation. Kratos now with palm strikes to the top of the head. And now a knife edge chop finds the pectoral region of Gallo. Kratos getting him set for the ride. Irish whip up coming. Counter there by the other big man, the challenger.
Whoa,
oh, but the champion
comes out
comes
hard,
right back.
John. Comes roaring out of the corner. Not even a 1 count.
Champion with a boot to the gut. The challenger follows back with a fist and a chop to the chest.
Gallo just ferocious, rocking JR Kratos' world like it hasn't been rocked before, John. Again, these two very equally matched, and again, great matchmaking by the team at Gold Rush Pro Wrestling, because this is a very unique matchup between two very evenly matched competitors. Nice drop toe hold, sets him up on that bottom rope, John, right on his throat on that rope strand.
Kratos going to the outside now, maybe taking a moment to gain some composure, maybe sizing up his opponent, and a running knee lift. Look at the elevation on that from Kratos.
You can look at the elevation. I was looking at the head shockwave, the reverb effect of that knee driving right deep into the medulla oblongata and the subtext of the cerebral cortex and rocking the head of Gallo. That was unprecedented, John. If Kratos followed up on that, he might have been able to roll him up for the pin right there.
Ooh. Gallo knocking Kratos off the apron, and Kratos' head met that reinforced steel barricade at ringside.
Gallo in a lot of trouble there, but now Kratos out on the floor at the gold mine. Fans young and old not giving too much of a warm reception here to Gallo. Standing room only in the back there, John.
Referee having to come all the way outside to get Gallo to break the illegal hold on the outside, and now Kratos' chest and face meet that barricade. Oh! Knife edge chop echoing throughout the building here tonight. Kratos gets a boot to the gut, but Gallo able to follow it up with one of his own.
What a great building it is, John. I love that no matter what angle the camera shoots from, there's some kind of amazing Gold Rush Pro Wrestling signage, artwork, branding from the corner of the screen to the guardrails to the giant murals above the arena, John. This is professional wrestling. My hat's off again to the Gold Rush team, John. And they happen to pick some great commentators too. But I digress, because Jared Kratos right now is just picking his opportunities, John. He's measuring Gallo and just unleashing the beast upon Gallo. Gallo's not going to survive long, John, if he's just on the end of this one-sided torrent of offense.
Kratos having to shake some of the cobwebs out of his own hand there following that huge chop that concaved the chest of Gallo. The champion continuing to apply the onslaught of pressure to the challenger on the outside.
Champion looking so strong, John. Kratos so confident. God, he just took that clothesline right on that concrete floor, John. That signature Gold Rush logo painted on that concrete floor does little to nothing to cushion that impact. Moments ago, Kratos was confident, strong, comfortable, seemingly in control. 2 seconds later, John, that could have been a career ender.
10 minutes has elapsed in this championship contest. 10 minutes has elapsed in this championship contest.
Kratos getting thrown back into the ring there by Gallo, and now the challenger sensing an opportunity to lay claim to the Gold Rush Pro Heavyweight Championship. There's a cover on the leg. 2 count only, though, for Gallo.
You got to admit it, John. Gallo is making a hell of an impression here in his first Gold Rush main event and his first shot at this heavyweight championship. He may not be endearing himself to the fans, but man, I've never seen anyone take it like this to J.R. Kratos.
Ooh, Kratos ducks the clothesline, shot to the gut, lifted him up, double underhook there, twisted him around and dropping him on his face.
Beautiful work by my man J.R. Kratos. This is just the opportunity he needs, John, to turn this thing around. Kratos may have been a little bit caught off guard by the unprecedented power of Gallo. All that training in the hot Arizona sun makes it very easy for him to come to a misty atmosphere like Pacifica and then stand and deliver. But right now, the first man back to his feet often has the advantage, John, and that man is named J.R. Kratos.
Kratos to his feet, big clothesline, takes down Gallo. Another one from the champion. Kratos is rolling right here. Gallo in trouble. Kratos, one-man flapjack connects.
Wow. Kratos, John, seemingly got this thing all turned around here. If he hits this, John, it could very well be over. The big man has so much power and ways to use it, and then he chooses to risk everything by taking flight, John. He's having a little trouble up there right now, it looks like. Either that or he's just trying to get his, oh no!
Oh. Gallo exposing that hand and clenching a fist and hitting the head of Kratos dead on. And now Gallo gonna try and lift up the champion, thinking power bomb, sit out power bomb.
Oh my God.
In the center of the ring, Gallo with a cover, stacking him up. Could we crown a new champion? No.
2 3/4, John. Gallo thought he was going back to Arizona with the gold.
But talk about the heart, the desire, the will to move on, the will to win of the champion, Kratos.
J.R. Kratos, John, has always been a fighting champion. He's never ducked a challenger. He's never ran from a fight. In fact, he interjects himself sometimes into other people's fights in order to do the right thing. That's the kind of guy J.R. Kratos is. That's why the people of the gold mine are behind him. That's why he's KG approved and John Roberts co-signed, brother. Now Gallo, man, just remaining in control here. Very impressed with Gallo, man. Every time I see him, he's better than the last, John.
Kratos could be in trouble here as Gallo signaling for the end, lifting him up, gonna try and powerbomb him again, but Kratos just too much for Gallo.
His own back, that's a lot of weight. Kratos rolls him up, 2.
Gallo able to kick out Kratos now. Wait a minute, the champion.
Wait a minute.
Gonna try and lift him up, but could it be too much weight?
No, God, are you kidding me, John?
What a German suplex, a deadlifting German suplex.
And he threw him halfway across the ring, John. What power by J.R. Kratos.
1, 2, wait a minute.
What is Boyce LeGrand doing here? What the hell is going on in Gold Rush Pro Wrestling?
Boyce LeGrand interjecting himself into this championship matchup.
I don't know what's going on, John. What does Boyce LeGrand have to do with this? Come on, referee, somebody, security, get this man out of here. He has no bearing in this main event championship match.
And now, wait a minute. In the corner of your screen, Gallo winding up that chain on his fist.
But he missed, John. But J.R. Kratos didn't miss. J.R. Kratos caught him flush on the chin with the knee.
2,
hooks the leg.
3. Kratos retaining.
The winner of this match and still heavyweight champion, J.R. Kratos.
Kratos with the high knee connecting, gets the 3 count, and J.R. Kratos retains the Gold Rush Pro Heavyweight Championship.
And now we got Boyce LeGrand getting in the ring, John. I think next thing he's going to ask for is to make my own nightmares come true. He's going to ask for a microphone, John. I certainly hope not. But what does Boyce LeGrand have to do with this, John? Kratos got the win, but now you got Boyce LeGrand all infused in J.R. Kratos' victory, and I don't think J.R. Kratos appreciates the association. There you see the intensity, man. Kratos wants no part of Boyce LeGrand. They're not homies. They have opposite philosophies, John, opposite lifestyles.
Kratos standing toe-to-toe right now with the Don. Whoa, wait a minute! Oh my God, I think he got suckered in.
What the
Suburban
hell?
Commandos. With some payback on the Gold Rush Heavyweight Champion. Oh my God, no way.
No way, they're gonna get up J.R. Kratos. Suburban Commandos got Kratos out high and drive him through the mat. They want to send a message, John. Hey, Kratos, you want to stick your nose in Suburban Commandos business, then you're going to get dealt with, J.R. Kratos.
I don't think they're done yet either.
What do you mean?
The Suburban Commandos and Boyce LeGrand digging under the table, under the ring for a table.
Unbelievable, John. Look, Suburban Commandos setting up a table. Now, what's Boyce LeGrand came over here to get his trophy.
And meanwhile, the Suburban Commandos, D-Unit and T-Rent, with that table set up in the ring, lifting up the Gold Rush Heavyweight Champion.
John, how far are these guys going to take it? He was just doing the right thing. Oh, my God. Put him through the table, John. That's what you get for being a good person?
The heavyweight champion of Gold Rush Pro Wrestling just got decimated by the Suburban Commandos.
I told you, JR, to have eyes in the back of your head, but you just wouldn't listen.
He did, in fact, tap out. I just have to...
Shut that big hole in your face!
Whoa. John, what is going on in Gold Rush Pro Wrestling right now? John, the champion down, the former tag champ standing over him, and Boyce LeGrand's got a live microphone.
And he's got something else in his hands, too.
JR, ever since I stepped foot in Gold Rush Pro Wrestling, I've been climbing my way to the top. I'm the 2016 Band Slam Cup champion, and I want you to know that at April 30th at Reach for the Gold, I'm coming for your championship because it's going to be me and you in a ladder match for your title.
April 1st.
I'll see you there, and I'll see all you idiots there, and I'll prove why I am the past, the present, and the future of professional wrestling. Hit my music!
Boyce LeGrand stating that he is going to cash in the Band Slam Cup at Reach for the Gold 5 kg.
Unbelievable, John. April 30th is going to be a day you want to put on your calendar.
Boyce LeGrand going to attempt to become the first double champion in Gold Rush Pro Wrestling history.
And now, maybe Marquise Jackson isn't down with his clique anymore, but he's got two new heavy hitters in the Suburban Commandos, watching his back and stacking the deck against J.R. Kratos.
Stay tuned to Twitter, stay tuned to Facebook, stay tuned to youtube.com/Gold Rush Pro Wrestling to see if the champion accepts the challenge from Boyce LeGrand. For Kevin Gill, I'm John Roberts. We'll see you April 30th for Reach for the Gold 5.
Whoop, whoop.